Welcome back to our Better Angels. This is part 6 of Case 3, entitled The Lights. Last session, the group ran afoul of the Arthur Haynes in the woods, which, for our understanding, is a twisted, eldritch horror that appears to be a representation of a professor on the cover of a book, and also a professor from Arkham University who studied this very strange angle of the occult regarding uh, the mistakes in spellcraft, or perhaps the intentive um, nature of spellcraft of one Gabriel Revels. Um, the group, after fighting this creature and forcing it to run away, escaped the area. Uh, Tracy's house. Now there are a bunch of dead bodies that were just kind of left out in the and as our understanding too, there are currently two dead bodies, identical in form, in uh, Russell Baker, the local police officer from southernmost town of the Tri-Town area. So a lot that hasn't been accounted for as of a lot left to kind of linger. The sleep for some of you is fair and fine and without issue. For one of you in particular, you have visions from a perspective that's not your own, but at the same time could be. It cause you to wake with a bit of malaise. The first thing that you'll notice when waking up, I presume that the people who kind of have like a set schedule professionally, which would probably be Russell and probably be uh, Joel as well. I
Ian?
think, yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, not so much. I think he's kind of a like he's a college bound guy, maybe he does classes later in the day one day, earlier in the morning another, kind of sets his party
Tracy's gonna
schedule.
sleep until someone
He's
wakes her
not
the
going to
fuck
sit
up.
in some desk for 9 to 5, that's for sure.
That's right. Now, but Joel works in a facility where he's kind of expected to be at a location at time, and Russell's
Hmm.
obviously op. But yeah, the thing that you two would notice upon waking up early enough is that it is really fucking foggy outside, like crazy amounts of fog. It's Silent Hill levels of fog. It is one foggy motherfucker out today. And if you kind of pay attention to the area as you're waking up, you would notice that there seems to be some kind of cooking sounds coming from the kitchen. It appears that attendant or the house keeper on site cooking food for you and your fellows. Um, and yeah, I'll leave the kind of scene in the beginning of the day open to you as you kind of wake up and fill in. Feel free to just you know narrate that for yourselves.
Yeah. Joel would be up kind of early, usually having to go to his shifts 7, 8 in the morning, so he's up and moving. Um, I would ask the woman cooking what she was cooking because I
Oh,
wouldn't want to impose.
you would say just omelets. Um, Nothing too difficult. I have one ready if you'd like it.
Yes, please, and I would happily grab it and
Yeah.
sit down.
And I just realized that there's one anachronism on this map that I didn't catch when I was adjusting it, but there's a laptop on this table. Ignore that. But this table looks like it would be kind of like a little breakfast nook kind of area. It doesn't look like there's a formal dining room, but it doesn't look like, you know, that would be a place you'd want to sit alone and dirty up.
Alone.
It's intimidating, that big old wooden sculpture in there of the angels and the ark.
I'll also wait on an amulet.
Yeah, she finishes up the second one just as you're coming in. You'll see that it looks like it's got mushroom, bacon, um, chives. Definitely looks like she put some work into the process here. And obviously there's the bowl of fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the omelet and an apple, and then I guess I'll go sit next to Joel.
Okay.
Hop down. This is weird not sleeping in my own house.
Yeah, I feel that. I was supposed to be at a hotel these last couple nights, but guess plans change.
Yeah, yeah. Man, still mad about my door. At least we got it fixed, but holy fuck. Just
Yeah,
been
sorry
a
for
day
not being
for a
so
bit.
helpful with that. I'm used to holding the flash, not really helping the maintenance man.
Hey, I get it. I get it. I was screamed at to hold the flashlight too. I know. I know.
But how are you holding up? I know I slept tentatively at best.
I mean, the bed was pretty comfy.
Yeah, even the couch was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just,
I'm just.
I know some cops are pretty good, but I've seen my fair share of stuff at the ward, and I know you've probably seen your fair share of stuff, but this is different.
Yeah, it's been an experience to say the least. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I just
get
go
up the next day
slowly.
and see what happens.
Yeah, I'd slowly turn back to my omelet and being like, it has affected me greatly. Going,
There we go.
Again,
I'll
I was going to say for the others, your waking up cycle and everything that happens with you, that's entirely up to you. I'm not going to. So if you want to wake up and add your own narrative beat to what's going on, just at any time, feel free. You're welcome to it.
Okay. Wake up, shower, and
Don't
then
say Robert.
walk out like I own the place 'cause I do.
Robert will be stirring around, and then he'll like flip off the what's it called, that part of the couch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then he'll hit his head on the table from stirring.
Yeah. It's
Just be like,
definitely
what the fuck?
it's definitely like a very violent kind of occurrence. So Ian, if you're kind of like sleeping nearby, it was like thud, and then you'd see Robert kind of like getting up from prone.
And he's got a gash on his head. Not crazy like stitches, but
If
he
so,
definitely hit his head on the table.
we're gonna have you take a point of damage if you want to have a gash.
Sure,
If it's
that's
just like a
fine.
light bruising,
Yes.
we okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah. He's bleeding, but he's not like cut his head wide open. He's like, oh fuck my head, God, that was awful.
peek around and ask, is everything okay?
I'll just start walking over. Like, I had the worst dream.
Kind of look over at Ian for like some sort of like, you know, but he just not somewhere between sleep and wake. It's like he doesn't even care. But yeah, you walk over, and then she would see your head, and she'd go, "Oh my god!" And she would kind of pull the pan off of the range, and kind of move over to this kind of area here. You hear her shuffling about, and she'll come back out with like one of those like plastic first aid boxes, that everybody had in their childhood, or maybe adulthood for some, and then pop it open and like start working through getting gauze and tape.
Just sorry, I just rolled off the couch.
No, it's okay. Let's get that looked after. Come here, and she kind of moves you over to the counter. She takes like a small like damping pad inside of the thing. See her take a big old brown bottle of hydrogen peroxide, right into it, and just start smashing it onto your forehead. It burns, um, which again, no additional damage, but you know what it feels like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll go about the process of kind of kitting you back up and making sure that you'll now have like a bit of a pad on your head.
Well, thank you.
Of course, of course. Let me finish this real quick for you so you have something to eat. And Sorry, there isn't more seating. You can sit in the dining room. I'll clean up after you. It's okay. It's just,
No, it's okay. I'll stand.
well, there's the bar as well. And she'll kind of like settle it back down and start kind of getting back into the process. Um, you're muted if you're talking, Andy.
Oh, how about this?
Yeah.
Ian would ask Tracy if she has poster board in the house.
Who might also be muted.
Lark.
God damn it.
Do you have poster board?
We heard the goddamn
There
it.
we.
There
Is
you
it
go.
okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. My headset is and Discord don't always jive. Um, she says like, I don't know. Maybe I can go check. It's been a while since I've done a project. She'll look in her room, see if she could dig up something.
Your rules, your house. So yeah, you decide. And
Yeah, she probably has it. She's been on cheer and all that stuff, so like
Yeah.
all the fundraisers and crap.
For
She'll
sure,
come
like
out with a big old piece of.
car washes and shit.
Cool.
She's got
So
one
then,
of those. She's got one of those trifolds.
right. So then Ian would sit over here at the table and start like drawing like a mind map basically. Like he would start with the Revel's mirror in the middle and he would draw lines out to it from like to the Lynn Parker doppelganger to the Roberts doppelganger to
When she sees
the
what you're
big head
doing,
one.
she gets excited and she runs into her room and she comes back out with push pins and red yarn.
Yeah, we're making an evidence board, right?
Gotta do it right.
Go.
Help.
I think this is where things start, right? Maybe. I don't know.
Sure.
And then next to the mirror, he would write Nair Lothep.
Nayara loved that.
That
Your
one.
left, not that.
She'll set the food out in front of you. Tracy, is there a food, breakfast food that you in particular would be like known for liking more than others?
She really enjoys her orange juice in the morning.
Okay.
Like
So
really enjoys her orange juice. Yeah.
she'll kind of like seemingly already have the orange juice and everything out and like take a cup and kind of hand it to you while she's handing you like a plate that others you'll note that she has had kind of like at her cooking station the whole time. Like she prepared Tracy's first before preparing everybody else's, and she'll kind of hand those over to Tracy. But despite the fact that like the facts of that seem to show like a level of care, when she hands it over, she does so quietly and just kind of almost dispassionate.
And Tracy pays no notice to it and
Yep.
just takes it and goes and curls up on the chair over here like a goddamn gremlin and has her orange juice in her omelet.
A goddamn gremlin.
You know what I'm talking
I
about. The
understand.
goblin sit where
I
you're
am.
just like, this is not a chair. This is just a lounging equipment.
I understand fully. Push pins.
Pushpins and yarn.
Can't believe Pepe Silva would do this.
But yeah, if you're comparing notes, I mean, again, if you want to do that in for reals, that's absolutely a valid function of time. Or if you want us to move to another scene, we can. If you're discussing where you're wanting to go, that's
Yeah.
fine too.
So basically, I'm starting out by taking the list that you gave us out of character at the end of last session. I'm trying to sort of Ian would be putting those things on this poster board, trying to draw connections between them all. And again, he'd start off with the mirror and then lines to the doppelgangers. Then outside of that, he would list like other figures like the cultists and the drug smugglers and the posse of neighbors, the Pinkertons, the cult, the tall man, Tracy's dad. He writes like in lighter color. Question mark? Question mark?
Yeah, my dad's pretty suspicious.
Well, with that, like you do know that there is a piece of Gabriel Rebel's artifice on site in this house.
That is true. Should we go and stalk my dad's room again? His office?
Well, the piece is actually in the dining room, like a display piece.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah, it had like weird carvings and shit.
Seems to be like a
I
chorus
mean,
of angels that are kind of around a massive representation of the Ark of Noah.
go grab it. Like, is it
Oh
have?
no
Is
no
it
no no! Yeah,
huge or?
you're not
Okay,
grabbing
never
it.
mind, never mind.
Sorry.
I was thinking it was like a small thing.
No, it's
Never
probably
mind.
somewhere in the neighborhood of about like 8 to 9 feet wide, and it's about 12 or about like 8 feet tall. And so so you see inside of the space, there's this like kind of wooden piece behind. I'm snap pinging you
Yeah.
to it. That is where it stands, and basically like it's very kind of noticeable from the hallway, from the kitchen. Like it's just kind of in the dining room. It definitely kind of creates a very strange atmosphere for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can go check
Go
it
in
out.
here and stare at it. No, we're not gonna pick it up. It's too big for that. But we can go over here and thoughtfully sip our orange juices and discuss how fucking weird it is.
Yeah. If you guys go into there, she'll kind of like start kind of moving everything to like, sides. And she comes in and Ian, she sets the omelet in front of you. She also sets a 2 liter of Mountain Dew and like a plastic cup next to you. And then she just kind of like very blase says, if you would like, I have Fruit Loops today. And then she would walk away.
Fruit Loops, that's exactly what I was thinking about, actually, looking around
You
for.
should eat your omelet. You need
All right.
protein.
All right. I'll eat the omelet and then I'll have I'll have my drink. I'll have my special juice. And he pours a big cup of the Mountain Dew.
Hell yeah. Everybody, if you're kind of investigating the mantle piece, the kind of the big wooden structure, go ahead and make me a spot hidden roll. Oh, sorry. I apologize. Pause, 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 pause. I totally skipped past the mechanical function and went straight into the fucking gusto. I am so sorry. Before we roll spot hidden, just pause for a second. Ignore any spot hiddens that have been rolled. They don't count. What I need everybody to do is we need to actually level because you slept. Like we get to actually do some
Oh man,
experience gaining. I forgot about it entirely. I was totally distracted. Everybody was super early. I should have done it before screen time.
I didn't even
I'm
think
the
we leveled up
worst.
in this
Well,
game.
it's how it works is at designated specific points of the game, I basically tell you that it's a time to test whether or not you're going to get better at things you've done so far. So you should
Yeah.
have been clicking a little pip next to every single skill that you used, and it was mentioned very briefly, and I understand if you haven't, but if you have remembered using a skill in particular, go ahead and put a pip next to it. And then once everybody's got their pips allocated, we'll start with Andy since he's an OG and knows how to play this game. Andy, go ahead and roll your checks to see if you're going to overpass your current level, and we'll see if you gain any ranks in. You're muted again.
The rules as written say that you only do checks to improve for skills that you have successfully completed.
Right. And those that's fair. For this initial time, since I'm pretty sure nobody was tracking, we're just going to do skills that you have utilized. It's the freebie of all freebies.
I'll take it.
I don't think it's going to change too much. Like it'll probably grant some bonuses on failures that you've had, but has everybody tracking them?
I've been tracking them.
Well,
Yeah,
cool.
I
Not
I've
have
been
to.
tracking them.
really.
I have two because you told me to.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
said at the beginning. So if everybody's in tracking, then we'll just kind of keep up with that then. Anything you succeeded in, go ahead and you're going to make a skill check, but you want to fail it. And if you fail it, then you'll be rolling. What is the bonus? You add, what is it, D10? Cat. Okay, my cat's currently sitting on my mouse, so I can't check. Andy, can you read what they add if they get it? Oh my
I
gosh.
believe it's a D10.
Yeah, okay, I was right. Baby cat. Okay, so oh,
Oh, damn.
That's good. You improve in all of them.
Oh,
yeah.
then yay.
So
Yeah,
what
you
you're
want
going to
to
do
fail.
is you're going to roll a d10 for each of those, and then you're going to add that number to the maximum number for your thing. And then same thing for you, Ian. I saw you started, but apparently Ian Handler's paying attention to the Cthulhu mythos as it's going along, and he's making pinboards about it.
Mhm.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh, that's
Damn, that sucks.
I rolled it already. That's not my roll.
Okay.
I failed it. I need to get into edit mode.
okay. That's funny. That's
That's really, really
the
sick.
only time you'll ever roll a success on Cthulhu mythos is the one time you're not even trying to.
No, I rolled a success
No,
and
no, no,
actually
no,
rolled
no,
a
no.
9.
No, I know what you got. I'm just saying, like on the if this was an actual skill test,
I
you
know.
rolled an actual success, and that's a wasted roll.
And we unpip them, right?
And then unpip everything. Yeah.
I'll roll mine
Yeah.
real fast.
Do we heal off of this or no?
Damn.
Like if we were
No,
like
healing
lost
is
HP?
separate.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
I would say. Hold on a second.
Damn.
Damn it.
Wounds and healing. Keeper rule book.
So
Ooh.
the theory behind it is so it makes a little sense is that see how I have a 70 in history. It's much harder to get better once you're really good at something. It's much easier to get better when you're not as good at something.
Right.
Dang it.
First aid can be applied in this kind of downtime space. Um, and if you're being treated with like a medicine skill, which I'm going to say that she's going to be able to apply to you with the first aid kit that I mentioned, she can help you recover like minor wounds, minor damage. So if you um, would like, and you are down any hit points, you could go ahead and roll a d3 and recover that many hit points. Again, we're being very generous in this kind of this beat here.
Heck yeah.
Intentionally so, because it will get really crazy moving
She's
forward.
about to kill us.
I only missing 1 hit point. Do I still need to roll or can I just
take it. Yeah. Have it.
But if I roll a 3, could I get 2 extra? Can I get
I'm
10
gonna
HP?
start doing mine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn it.
You're rolling hot right
You
now,
know,
Andy.
wasting my
And-
rolls.
just
Love that.
rolling below 10 so many times.
So far, so good. Just keep track of your own stuff. I'm not able to keep track because everybody's doing them kind of sideways.
That was what listen. Yes. Get edit mode. There we go.
Okay.
Listen, get.
And sanity did not come back. Is that right, John?
So, sanity. Bear with me here.
Oh, look, John.
I'm gonna hold off on sanity gains because the rest here is not um, free of that.
Ooh, okay.
Being a little bad cat right now about all that.
And then you. Damn it. Oh, and you. Yay.
This is our mid-season hot tub episode for Call of Cthulhu.
Correct. Although the hot tub
yeah.
episode was pretty early on.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. So regular damage is normally recovered at a rate of 1 hit point per day of like full of kind of rest, which we would have counted that. But because I'm being again generous, she has a first aid kit, and you're able to kind of get some like icy hot or whatever you need to kind of like help with the pain, the bruises, and the head wounds, the
I would also
self-inflicted head wounds.
be able to help. I have a 70 in first aid.
Yeah, again, if you want to roll a medicine, is what we're actually looking for.
Ooh,
Medicine is the
no.
roll. Yeah.
I am no doctor.
You can try it if you want, again, but make sure you're done with all of your stuff upgrading beforehand. But yeah, if you want to roll a medicine to help her, that's fine.
I have a literal 1 in it, and there is no way. I'm gonna roll it, but I'm like, if it's anything bad, I'm just gonna step back quick.
Yeah, you're helping, but you're basically not learning anything. Is what's kind of she's telling you what to do. It's not too dissimilar from what was happening at Russell's house.
Yeah.
With,
Joel's feeling real good about his ability to do things lately.
Like, oh, this is really serious, and she's like stitching stuff, and you're like, this isn't regular first day.
You are really confident with that needle.
Yeah, thanks.
You didn't just slap some hot glue in it?
I used to sew the letters onto Tracy's sweaters back in early high school when she was a freshman. And she's doing this while forcing a needle through Robert's head. Hell yeah. Okay. Everybody solid on leveling or upgrading?
I
Yes.
think so.
Okay. If we're clear with that, then we're going to begin the new rules of it. We got the medicine failure, but that won't be pipped. Only successes moving forward. Spot hidden.
Oh yeah, now we get to do that.
Oh, right.
Dang.
Sport hidden.
And this spot hidden has tiers to it, so I want to make sure that there are levels of success that I'll be kind of gauging. Really
I don't think there's levels to any of this, actually.
There is. It's failure and success. We have 2 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing Ian's. You're muted again.
Spot hidden, you say?
Yes, please.
Yeah, there's the levels.
Yeah,
So,
I don't have to spend luck.
Russell, as you're kind of looking at the situation here, you would notice that the motifs are very similar to the hand mirror that you kind of broke apart and kind of scratched up, or maybe not you specifically, but that's somewhere around here that looks like it's been kind of messed in that way. What you also notice is that there are strange markings that are very subtle, but are present throughout the structure. And it looks like there are these magical symbols similar to the Gaelic runes you've seen on doors, on the backs of mirrors, etc., on this piece. The nature of that you're not sure about, again, or the arcane is not something that you're familiar with. Ian, as you're looking it over, you notice that as well. And you start to kind of identify that these markings are very dissimilar from both sets of markings you've seen so far. As you don't understand the nature of the language, you don't understand the nature of that specifically, you don't exactly know what the uh, purpose of it is. You would notice that there's burning, which has been kind of like buffed away. And this seems to have caused some of the markings to have been kind of scored off. So you can see like what appears to be a sequence, but it's like the lower end of that sequence. It looks like maybe 1 or 2 of the letters or runes rather have been kind of taken away. And the last thing that you notice, which very strange, is that at the top where the angels kind of meet, their hands kind of above, kind of like this just celebration, or rather kind of choir of angels around the ark present. There appears to be a small box that is just in or kind of like being held by a couple of the angels. Muted again. Why that keeps happening?
Sorry, I have a cold. I'm trying not to.
Oh no, no! Give us the cold. That's what we're paying for.
That's the only reason I'm here.
I would definitely mention that to the group.
Okay. Do you check it out before you mention it to the group, or do you check it out like while
You
you're
mean
mentioning
look at the engraving?
it? Yeah, the box. There's like a box up there. Like it looks like it might contain something. It's almost like
Like a fist of the
it's almost like a ring box, like a small little like top loader there. That's kind of like set inside of the statue in such a way that it's very hard to notice.
Okay. So he's gonna reach into his satchel. He's gonna put on a glove, like a and pick up the box.
Well, okay, so it doesn't remove. It's kind of set as a piece, but you can
Oh, I see.
open it and like try
Okay.
and like remove the contents.
Sure. I'll do that.
Okay. When you do so, in your hand, in your gloved hand, as you pull it down, is a wedding ring. It appears to be the band, not the kind of like engagement piece. Um, and it looks like it has like a very ornate setting, but the gemstone is not present. Um, the metalwork is of a high craftsmanship, and it looks like there are other gemstones kind of set inside of this wedding ring. Um, it looks like it's very old. It looks like
Does it have an engraving?
it does not. It doesn't have any markings of any kind that kind of identify it or that are artistic flourishes or kind of like recognizable kind of elements, other than it looks as though the setting, the whatever gemstone was in like the center setting has been removed. And then the other gemstones are kind of present. It looks like it is primarily diamonds, and then kind of throughout there's a kind of a pinkish color or purplish color. And again, probably not being super familiar with gemstones, you're not sure what those are, but
Rhodolite?
it may very well be rhodolite. Amethyst is what it actually is. But yeah,
Oh, okay. Pink amethyst. Okay.
kind of like it's almost like a pinkish purple. It's somewhere in between
Okay.
So he would
violet and
hold it out
Could
towards
be literally
Tracy
anything.
and
sorry.
say he would hold it out towards Tracy and say, "I would be really careful handling this, or maybe not at all, unless without gloves." But are you familiar with this ring?
Um, no. No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like. I don't think it's my mom's, is it?
Out of character, remember, you always have free reign. So if you want it to be yes, if not, that's also fine.
No, my mom wouldn't wear this gaudy shit.
It's kind of tacky.
No. No, that's way too old to be my mom's.
Do you think that your dad has the object with it, but just had never opened the box?
What?
It came from a box up there.
Yeah, people store shit in boxes all the time. It's probably just something my dad had. I don't know.
Okay. Just curious. Does anyone else want to see it?
It's gaudy as fuck.
Yeah, again, I'd be careful handling it.
Why? Doesn't look like it's engraved.
Well, it came from one of the mirrors that and of the type that we've been having some issues.
I
Oh, quick clarity: there are no mirrors on this piece. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think there was
let
a
me
mirror.
Okay.
let me remind you, and please take notes. This setting appears to be something that would be displayed in like a church behind like the
Like an
uh,
altar.
yeah,
Altar
behind
piece.
the altar. It's like a very large piece that would be kind of like some people would put crosses with Christ on them behind you. This appears to be like of a size that would be in matching with that kind of.
I see. Thanks.
I wonder if my dad like stole this from the Catholic Church or something, because this is gaudy as shit, and it's in that like his church thing.
We also know that this piece was taken from Nelson early on and was a part of Revels' church, the one that burned down, which is why pieces on the bottom are they show that.
Uh,
We mentioned this when we first saw this thing. We just kind of moved away from it,
I
though.
was talking about the ring being like
Oh,
one.
I see what you're saying. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry.
Yeah. Is there anything in one of your books about a ring or anything?
I would have to look. I'm not sure.
Out of character, remember your knowledge is the Arthur Haynes journal. So your knowledge of the past games, obviously, would be the journal. Do you remember any rings from the past 2 games? Or ring settings? Or places where rings go?
I probably should. Oh yeah, I remember a ring that went in behind one of the mirrors.
It was
Behind,
the
like that was
it
the
was a
standing
vanity.
mirror. Right,
The vanity was at Raymond's house,
right,
and it had a engagement band in it.
right.
That Raymond wore for a little bit, I think.
Raymond wore on his pinky, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's what Ian would say.
Lay down, dog.
So an engagement ring, a wedding ring, seems connected. Both, you know.
What did that ring do?
Um,
It protected people from the effects of the mirror.
okay.
Do you think this one might do the same thing? But it's missing a stone. Why would it be missing a stone? I feel like
Maybe it doesn't
yeah,
work when it's not fully connected.
I don't know.
Is that why maybe someone would break it and keep it separate?
Well, I don't know. And I mean, like amethyst is known as being like a protective crystal. Um, that like repels bad energy and stuff. But I don't know what was in the main setting. So I don't know what this thing does.
Well, if this one is just the band, it wouldn't have a setting.
Well, there's like, I mean, he just said that it had like amethysts along it, and then there's
And
a
diamonds.
Oh, I
yeah,
thought I
amethyst and
remembered
diamonds.
The
the one
main
that
stone is
Raymond
not.
was.
Oh,
Yeah,
yours
the main stuff.
yours was just the band. It was the wet or the
Yeah,
engagement band.
that's what I was thinking of. Is that one? My bad.
Yeah.
So the one we have in our hands right now is just the wedding band.
You have the like
Yes.
wedding ring, and then
Okay, so we have okay.
Raymond had the engagement band, which was just like the again to confirm the engagement band in this instance would have been the smaller of the 2 rings, not the ring or not the larger setting stone. Um, I will explain what I mean by that because obviously in most understandings, the rock is given first. Not true in all instances. Hold on. Sorry. Ring engagement.
No, go lay down. Don't argue with me.
So
Dog's being obnoxious.
the wedding set typically is going to be just the large stone as the um, initial engagement ring, and then the band separate. I actually have it wrong. I'm looking it up. I think. Okay, so to confirm, the band is what Russell had. Just the wedding. I guess that would be the wedding ring. So you have the engagement ring. Did I do my?
Okay, typically speaking, the engagement ring comes first. It has all of the stones on it. It's the big pretty one.
Yeah, and then the
And
next
then
one's
at
just the
the
band.
wedding, you get the plain band.
I remember. It's been 9 years.
So
Okay, just.
okay, so are we getting
You have
is
the
are we
engagement ring.
conventional here?
You have the
Okay, so
engagement ring, the betrothal
yeah,
ring,
the
and then
betrothal.
Russell had the wedding ring, which was the band that would have been added to it, the secondary ring,
Yeah, the wedding band.
the set. I had it wrong. I had it backwards. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is the engagement ring, but like, where's the stone?
Wait, this is the engagement ring, not the wedding ring.
Yeah. I had it backwards.
Yeah.
Well, if it was used to protect from, you know, whatever the mirrors do, maybe it could only survive for so long and broke, or someone broke it intentionally. It's a hell of a
Or
way to get a
someone
divorce.
stole it because it's probably really valuable. I mean, like, this looks like it's all diamonds and amethysts for the miner's stones, so I can imagine that this was like a money piece.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna steal one, you might as well steal them all at that point.
That's
Not
what I think too.
necessarily. No. It depends. Like how I don't know. How suspicious you want to seem? You just show up with a whole bunch of random fucking stones. That's a big deal. If you show up with
And at
like
that point, you
one.
might as well take the whole ring.
Yeah, but that could also be suspicious depending on the ring. So like, I don't know.
I mean, just take
I
the
don't know.
ring, go
Maybe
four
it just
states
fell
over,
out of
and
the.
you're good to go.
Maybe it just fell out of the setting and they lost it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't think that asking these questions is helping us though, huh?
Good information to know, you know.
You put on the ring?
No, it's gaudy as hell.
Brent's like every fiber of my being wants to put the ring on.
Yeah. Same,
So
bud.
badly.
Ian would just
So
put it back up
badly.
in the box and close the box up.
Okay. And what you'll notice is closing it, and you didn't really notice it when you were opening it, but it's very stiff. It feels like it's been closed for a very long time.
Maybe my dad didn't even know it was there. Who knows?
Tracy, did your dad ever tell you if he built this house or did he buy it built?
This didn't this this thing didn't come with the house. This was like put in here afterward.
No, I
Like this
get
was
that, but I'm more asking in case of something like at my house where there was a secret library.
That's
oh
a good
well, I
thought.
mean this house is pretty old. It's been here for like generations and stuff. Like long before my dad moved here.
Okay. Just
Um,
making sure we shouldn't go pushing on everything.
that's an interesting point of order. I do want to kind of pause for a second. So you have free reign, as I stated, on the house's age and everything. You just made a determination that I have to follow up on. So what I'm going to state here is I'm going to give you three options, Tracy, and you're going to choose one. When you say it's old, obviously as a younger person, we have an understanding. Like, obviously what's old to Andy is not going to be the same what's old to Brent, right? Very different perspectives. And Tracy's obviously on the more Brent side of this discussion. When you say old, do we think you mean like in the 50s the house was built? Or was it built in the 20s? Or was it
We're
built in
talking
the 1800s? Like the
I
1890s?
was gonna say like probably early 1800s. We're talking old in New England terms.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect.
Maybe in the 1700s.
Yeah, late 1700s, early 18.
It's definitely been upgraded a lot since then, but yeah, like the primary
Yeah,
structure of it has definitely kind of the
it was like one of those old like people who like signed the Declaration of Independence or some shit. Like one of them lived here.
that works.
It's like the Buchanan House, but not in Pennsylvania.
The
Holy
O'Connell
sh!
house.
Yes, now it is.
Okay. You
Well
have
then,
Sure.
I feel like we should go look around a little bit more at that library of yours and checking around upstairs where you hear those voices just to see.
I mean, I'm not the only one who hears the voices.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I just meant you were the first one to bring it up. And I would slowly head that direction. Just
if you want to go upstairs, there are tokens that are currently on stair level. And I believe that the map is still showing indicators of places that you've been. It's in Explorer mode. So you should be able to kind of utilize that without issue. And yeah, feel free to maneuver around. If you see something of interest, just say, hey, John, I'd like to know a bit more about this location. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume you're observing it and you see it as it is. There you go.
Yeah. And just to confirm, which one is the master bedroom we're not supposed to go to?
That would be
The one that Joel's in front of, I think.
the one that Robert's
The one that
currently
Robert
walking
just went
into.
into?
Yeah, it would be
Okay.
locked though. He wouldn't be able to go in
Yeah.
unless he tries to pick the lock.
Okay.
Are you going to try that, Robert? You're muted if you're saying. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not, but sorry,
Oh,
one sec.
okay.
I had to get my sheet back up.
No worries.
I mean, I'll give it a try to lock pick it.
Okay. Tracy, you would see that. I mean, I don't think he's trying to hide it from you guys. You're kind of moving to the empty room.
Well, if my dad didn't want his room to be lockpicked, he should be less suspicious.
Or
Damn.
damn.
So you break your whatever you're utilizing to lock pick, so you won't be able to take another crack at it, and you also ruin the
Yep.
lock of the door.
Punished
Wow.
immediately.
That will be an interesting
Anyway,
thing to describe.
I wonder if the little kids are around. Do I hear their voices outside the door?
You walk into this room, and
Mhm.
you do hear kind of a strange, like, laughter as you first enter in, but it pretty much goes silent immediately upon stepping into the room. The sun outside appears to be hitting the fog in such a way that this entire room is just completely white light, just bright as it can be, and it seems like beams of the sun are being shot directly into your face as you enter in. It is so bright in this space. It is absolutely just oppressive. And Robert, when you kind of look inside, there's this momentary kind of like reminder or flash in your head to the car lights, to the thing that was in the light, the dead flesh that you saw in your dream.
Okay. You'll go, ah!
What?
Oh, he'll like pat himself down and be like, nothing.
Kind of adjust the glasses, kind of look in again. Whatever you saw must have just been like your own mind playing tricks on you.
A trick of the light.
She's gonna walk in and she's gonna be like, I know you like to hide and all, but like, do y'all know anything about like this Gabriel Rebels guy or what's going on? I don't know. I just thought I'd give it a try.
There's a sound that kind of comes from like the area where they had initially planned on putting in a bathroom. It sounds like kind of just a thunk of a sound.
Hello?
You open it up and you see the tiled floors and walls. You can also see on like the ground, not in this map, but on the ground, there are like the setting pieces for what would be like toilet, bathtub, etc. But those things have not been installed or they were removed. And you're just kind of sound came from in here, and there is really no space in here that would be hidden from you. There are kind of the mountings on the wall where cupboards and shelves would have been, but everything seems to have been just completely gutted from this space, which you never really thought about before. But I do want to
Yeah.
make sure that it is clear that that is confounding.
Yeah, like why wouldn't we have done something with this space? She's gonna step in and be like, you don't have to hide. I wanna I wanna help if I can, and I don't know, like you've been here a long time and my mom liked you and also you're probably okay, right? Like maybe help us. I don't know.
Pausing for a second, Russell, you go into the guest bedroom. I'm presuming that somebody would have actually stayed in here.
Yeah.
It looks
This is
like
probably where I slept, I assume.
looks like a nice enough space, and you would notice that when you were in here, you didn't really pay too much attention to it, but it has a kind of almost like a feminine quality to it. And there is a guitar that's kind of seated in the corner, but there's like a a mirror on the dresser. There's certain feminine touches that are kind of placed here. And you notice too that when you kind of got into the bed, like if you've ever been to a person's house who doesn't have a lot of guests, like the bed's very stiff, the sheets and everything have been there for a while. It's very rarely like kind of just like a fresh linen kind of situation, but this appears to be a bed that has been slept in before. And even the bathroom like felt like it had a very kind of noticeable, use to it. Like someone has actually been staying in this room on occasion.
I gotcha. And looking at the map, do I see that box under the bed there, or is
So,
that not supposed to be there?
so you kind of look underneath the bed, and you would see that there is like a luggage underneath, um,
Okay.
and kind of it's on top of it is like a guitar case.
I'll pull them out.
Okay. The luggage appears to have women's clothing in it. I don't think there's a fashion skill check.
I'd
Um,
fail it if there was.
for sure, for sure. Um, how about women's fashion might as well be the occult. No, JK, JK. Yeah, there's no skill that I would have you roll here.
Yeah.
I would say that since
Uh,
that's the case, it looks like it might very well be the same size and kind of like style that the housekeeper wears.
okay. And the guitar case, I'm assuming it's empty, and
Yeah,
the guitar is like your. Okay.
and the guitar's not like on a seating or anything. It's literally just sat in the corner. The bass is kind of like pressed there. It looks like it's like a older electric guitar.
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
a Stratocaster. I'm pretty sure it's like the
I'll,
70s. The 50s even. Okay, cool. Yeah. Your character's probably not a fan of like music or anything, but yeah, it's a Fender Stratocaster.
okay. Yeah. I'll put the stuff back where I found it, and then kind of be like, oh, I slept in there, so I'm glad there wasn't nothing creepy in there.
Wake up, check around. Oh no, a ghost. Okay.
Oh no.
Ian, you went straight to the office. Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
I mean, it has a bunch of books, it has a computer, lots of stuff to poke around in.
Yeah, everything in here is very politics oriented. You know, you've got books by politicians. I'm pretty sure they've been doing it since the 80s, but like the yearly kind of, I'm running for something. Here's a book about me. Um, Buy my
Okay.
book. I'm going on a book tour.
Is there
Um,
anything on the computer screen?
Computer is off.
I flip it on.
Okay. Get the typical IBM startup. Goes
I would
into
say I was about to ask if it was like a Commodore or something.
DOS. I think it's an Apple.
It might be an
Gross.
Apple, yeah.
One of the
Yeah,
old
that would be.
apples, yeah.
Yep.
With the wooden paneling on it.
Oh,
We had one of those in our basement.
Yeah, it's a Macintosh 128K.
probably has a graphical interface, yeah.
It does, but like it
He,
pops
he
open
plays. He
and
plays Number Cruncher.
it goes to a password.
Really? Mm. Okay, I'll turn it off.
Okay. Um, Joel, you were kind of moving around. Is there anything in particular you want to check out? Obviously, the door to the dad's bedroom has been rendered unusable, but you're pretty sure outside you saw that there is a kind of balcony that seems to be connected to that bedroom.
Oh yeah, that one that oversees the porch.
Yeah, or brute force it.
I don't want to make her dad that upset.
So the window
Um,
behind the computer looks like it could be opened.
oh man, you are asking me to do dangerous things that I am going to agree to. Let's go out that window.
Okay.
Um,
Give me a, because you're kind of like seeing like the space here is a little bit more kind of difficult than you'd initially anticipated. Go ahead and make me a climb roll.
mm,
Yeah,
not even close.
so you don't fall. You don't do anything crazy like that. Like you're kind of like you open up the window, look over, kind of reach over, trying to get a hold. You're kind of reaching to try and get like a hold so you can swing over to that balcony. And you're pretty sure that from this vantage, like you personally are not skilled enough to do so without falling and dropping about 12 feet to the yard below.
Go. I'd go find. It
As
was
you're
Ian, right? That was messing with the lock.
Yeah, as you're heading to no, it
No,
was
it's not even.
Robert.
It was Robert. Yeah.
Robert, sorry.
As you're walking, you'd see Russell passing by, kind of heading over, and it sounds like everybody's kind of communed over by where you last saw Tracy.
Okay.
Ian makes his
I
way
would.
downstairs. It looks like.
I would tell Robert
Where is
that.
Tracy? I can't see.
Oh, she's inside the.
God. Oh, I see.
I'd tell Robert if you're any good at climbing, you probably could still get in that room from the balcony, from this window over here.
Oh, I don't. What do you mean?
And
I
I
mean,
would,
I could try.
yeah, I would point out the window and be like, you could just get around if you know what you're doing at all. I wasn't able to. I slipped before I even started.
Yeah, I mean, I could try. Could I go assess it?
Yeah, and then while you're doing that, I would like for Ian, as you kind of walk into the bathroom space and Tracy's kind of still talking to the open air, I'd like the two of you to go ahead and um, give me a spot hidden roll. So Tracy, you're just kind of like agitated, and
Mhm.
Ian, as you walk in, like you're not really paying attention to much of anything other than the state of the room. And as I described, it is a bathroom that looks like it's been gutted of all of its fixtures, the cupboards and everything on the walls and such. But your eyes kind of gravitate towards right about here,
Okay.
and it appears that there's a shape in the wall, the shape in the drywall, and the tiling that looks like it hasn't really been set correctly. Kind of go over to it and touch it, you'd realize that it's loose. You could probably prise it away from the wall, almost like some sort of secret door or secret kind of space there.
He would mention that to Tracy so that like he doesn't want to damage her house without her permission.
She'll just walk right over to it and pull it and try to pull it off.
Okay.
But,
So it's a very narrow spacing, and you don't really have much view as to what's on the other side, but you would recognize that
Mhm.
this appears to lead into your dad's closet, which you've never really been in,
What?
but
Creepy.
you've seen it. Like you've never really
Mhm.
you don't remember a lot of times you've been in your dad's room, formerly your
Yeah.
dad and your mom's room. And the times you were there, it was back when your mom was around. But yeah, it appears that this is the closet of your parent.
Hmm.
You want to go
I
through?
mean, yeah, absolutely. Let's do that.
When you enter in, the smell of kind of like mahogany and kind of leathery smells kind of very much kind of takes
Can I get
over.
into?
She kind of is pressing through, so you'll be able to move in after she's kind of acclimated herself. You would see the suits, jackets, some old clothes that he's worn. You remember him wearing in the past. There's like a hunter's bow in the corner, um, a hat that you've never seen him wear. Looks like some sort of like um, almost like a safari hat or like a adventurer's hat. Um,
Mhm.
there's a backpack high up that looks like it is also leather bound and like some sort of hiking backpack for heavy travel. There's his winter boots, But then there's also a pair of like leather boots that look like they're very, very kind of like well used. And again, another pair of shoes you've never seen him wear. And then seated right next to the door, and this closet has its own kind of like fully kind of built door with lock and everything. You would see a mirror, a standing mirror. And it appears that the outside of the mirror, very much in the same styling as the woodcraft that you've seen from Gabriel so far.
Let me in.
You move aside to allow
Hey,
Ian space.
yeah, I was gonna say, hey Ian, there's a big mirror in here. You should probably come take a look at it, but
There
like
is
maybe not directly.
there is literally no. Yeah, you can't move in unless I move you.
I,
So I want to make sure. You're not moving towards the mirror. You're moving away from the mirror and not looking directly into it. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You step in, Ian. Big mirror.
Is there anything else reflective in the room?
No.
Okay.
so wait, Ian, so your dad was Indiana Jones? Like, what do we got here? We got a hat and we got a rope, got a
We used to do a
rucksack.
lot of hunting.
Wow.
I've never seen him wear that hat before.
Okay. Pause for you guys. Robert, you look at the situation, and it looks like it's going to be a tricky bit of a climb. But if you want to try it, you can. John.
Sorry, my screens are all fucked. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry.
I'm speaking. My screens are all fucking up. I'll make an assessment.
Yeah. So, just as a note, if you make a climb check and attempt it, you're only going to fall if you fumble. Otherwise, you're going to do that thing that most of us do when we're trying to climb somewhere or we're trying to keep balance on something where you're too scared to actually do it.
Yeah, so I assume that happened.
Yeah, 100%. So, like, Joel, very much a similar kind of circumstance, and you kind of. Do you want to help or uh, anything with that, Joel?
I can attempt to help. Am I rolling also another climb, or am I
Nope.
doing strength or something of that nature?
Nope. Robert's just making a bonus roll, so go ahead and click on the bonus
Okay.
there. Um, Robert, the bottom there and
Oh,
where the roll is. Yeah, you
do
should
it.
be able
Do
to.
it again.
No, just click the word bonus/penalty. Bonus. So yeah,
Woo-hoo!
with Joel's assistance, you're able to kind of maneuver out onto the kind of window space and kind of using his arm as like a secure point, you're able to kind of like lunge and grab a hold of the balcony and then shift yourself up onto the balcony space. You'd see that there's a really nice lounger setup, kind of like over here, and like, or I mean over here, and then like a cool, exterior couch and like table setup. Just above where the grill and like patio is located, there's a window that looks like it kind of peers into the space. You can see the bed. You can see what appears to be a chess set, and then there is a door here. And from what it looks like, the door here is also locked. Do you want to attempt to unlock the door?
I mean, I might as well.
Okay, roll it. You don't
I
have
believe in you.
tools though, so you have a penalty.
I take like a card out of my library card.
Yeah,
Out
yeah.
of the,
Go ahead and click the that's obviously going to still be a penalty, but yeah, click the penalty roll there. Okay, so you do not break the locks or anything. You just kind of fiddle around with it and aren't able to do anything. Um, okay. Um, back to the closet.
Tom Cruise is in the closet. Now I'm in the closet too. Yep. So the closet with mirror and stuff,
Yeah, I
which is me and Andy.
think I'm getting some feedback from you, John. Sorry.
So Andy wanted to look at this mirror, maybe. Andy, are you muted? Okay, there.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm talking. Yeah, let's definitely look at the mirror.
Okay. As you kind of look towards the mirror, you hear a No, please, from the other room. It sounds like a child saying, "No, please."
From which other room?
The room you came
Bathroom?
from, the room that was stripped of everything, the bathroom and the bedroom there.
No, please, what? Use your words.
Don't
I know
look.
you have them.
Don't look.
Who are you?
Why?
There's no response other than don't look.
Is he in the mirror?
Then there's like a kind of shifting sound from that space, and it almost sounds like the kind of strange metallic like groan of a window being shifted open.
Hmm.
I'll go check it out.
Wait, we're going together. Let's be careful.
I can't move through that wall.
I moved you through it.
I don't see my token.
That's weird.
There we go.
I
Now
see
I
it.
do. Is it this window that's been open? The one
If
that's
you go into the bedroom proper, you would see that the
okay.
larger window has like three different segments. Two side segments can be pushed out. It looks like the one that is closest to you has been pushed out. Also, this room somehow, supernaturally, has grown brighter. And as you're kind of like fiddling around in the space and kind of moving to move that or check that window, um, it almost feels like there's someone in the room with you.
Hello, where'd you go?
Robert, do you try and use the windows to get into the space? Do you try to use any other methods to try and get into the master bedroom, or are you giving up? You're muted, I think, if you're talking. Sorry.
I was muted. Is there a screen that I could take off?
So there are no screens on the windows. As you kind of inspect it, you would notice that they appear to be kind of latch mechanisms that would unlatch from the inside. Um, you kind of get a vibe that it's going to be very difficult to try and open these locks, but you can make a attempt. I would say that mechanical repair would be what I need for this, because the mechanism is not pickable. It'd be more of kind of a function of fixing. Yeah, you definitely feel like you are outsmarted by the classic, you know, door locks and barred windows, just like many a folk in history. Getting down, you feel like you could jump down onto the shed and then kind of make your way down. If you want to try that, you can make a jump check, or you can wait till the others kind of help you and maybe get that ladder down there.
Now I'll make a jump check.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be great. I hope you fumble.
I hope you fumble.
Well, I'm not rolling any dice, my guy. Yeah.
Eat shit.
You kind of
Eat
hop
shit.
over and like get to the other side of the railing, then jump from there onto this space, and kind of do a quick little walk. Throw yourself like down feet first, and then kind of just drop down, not landing on anything awkwardly. And you're back in the downstairs. We'll get to you in a second. Um, so there's a presence, and you're kind of talking to it, and annoyingly, it's a ghostly presence, so it's not responding to you directly. Um, but you feel like there's this strange air of caution, like something kind of maybe empathetically is kind of moving to you, like there was a fear of that mirror.
Hmm. But like, is he in there though? Like, that you're a Nyarlathotep. Nyar that guy.
There's no answer about that question. That kind of encounter here.
Okay. I mean, if they're not gonna tell me anything about it, I'm gonna continue doing what I do, apparently. And we get to go inspect the mirror. Like,
Ian, she's going through. Are
what
you
if they're
going
just
through as well?
Because what if they're just
Muted.
messing with us? They are kids and they like to play hide and seek a lot.
Andy, you were muted. I didn't hear what you responded.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm going through and examining the mirror as well.
Okay. The two of you look into the mirror, and you see that it functions
We
identically.
do not look in the mirror. We do not look in the mirror.
Inspecting the frame, probably the back of the mirror where we usually see ruins and stuff.
Is there any way I could put my jacket over the mirror itself?
No, it is a standing mirror that's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 6 feet tall, mirror-wise, and about 4 feet wide. So there's no way you're covering the entire surface of the reflective properties of it. However, looking at it, there's really no way you're avoiding the reflection if you are inspecting the mirror. So I'll ask you again, like,
Okay,
you,
hold on a second. Tracy, do you have the mirror of protection with you?
Yeah, obviously.
Perfect.
so you have Tracy do it?
Do you want
Um,
me to hold it up, or do you want us to look in it first?
I think that the person holding the mirror of protection should be the one that looks into the mirror.
Okay,
Or
I'll do
maybe,
that.
Okay. It
okay.
functions identically to how a mirror should function. It, again, I definitely was playing it up a bit. But yeah, it appears to be a very normal mirror. And the other thing you'll notice about it is it does not appear to be made out of steel, as every mirror that has been a Gabriel mirror has been in the past. This is a glass with silvered backing. Looks like that it's been set in the frame, possibly at a later date.
Okay. Could I just look at the frame and turn it around to its backside to see if there's anything interesting about it?
Doesn't appear to
It,
be anything like that. And yeah, it's standing kind of like on its own frame, so kind of shifting it's not too difficult. But yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything strange or awkward about the back. You can see like where it's been kind of set inside of the frame, and the frame has no carvings or markings on it.
You say, damn,
Uh,
Tracy, I feel like we're vampires here. We can't look in the mirrors. This is really weird.
it does have a maker's mark at the bottom of it, which would be Gabriel's maker's mark. But other than that, looks like the actual mirror has been replaced.
so those kids were just fucking with us?
Huh?
So Tracy yells, so those kids were just fucking with us? They're trying to tell us not to look in the mirror, but there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I think that. Oh, you mean this? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be something. What were those things?
Things, the kids.
Yeah.
Probably kids that died here a long time ago. Who knows? I
John
never
above
really looked
table.
into the history of our house.
Does one or both of us have the Necronomicon, Tracy?
Not
I
on
do have the
you.
Necronomicon, but not on me.
Yeah, it's probably in
There's got to be.
somewhere.
There's got to be a spell of binding in it, right?
Maybe I also have a Ouija board down in my bedroom. I can always just go grab that.
Joel Russell, are you two kind of like watching out the window and waiting for Robert to get back in, or are you doing something else?
Uh, Realistically, once he made it over, I would have just started looking around the room.
Okay. Yeah, you find basically what Ian had found. Nothing. Pretty boring.
Looking at the desk, he doesn't have like his password written down in it, does it?
Great question. And a hilariously funny question. Yes, it does look like there are two passwords, and it's kind of inside like a kind of drawer, not too hard to find. And one
And
says Tracy's password, and then the other says uh, official business password, and there's two separate passwords. I'd say the Tracy password is probably something like O'Connell one. It's the 80s. There probably wasn't like too much nuance in password utilization.
No.
And then his password is
1, 2, 3, 4,
one two
5.
three four five. Yeah.
okay,
Just like my
I'll
luggage.
fill out the password. Like, do we want to look at his computer, Joel, or
I mean, if you're okay doing it, I'm okay doing it. Something's
I'm
weird's
trying to
happening.
find something suspicious, so might as well.
Okay. So since
Okay.
you're not paying attention to Robert, Robert, you're outside. Like I said, it's really really foggy, and you're heading to the door to come back in, right? Okay. As you kind of step up onto the porch, and again, I think you are muted. I don't know for sure, but as you step up onto the porch,
Yeah.
you hear kind of like a very strange, eerie, almost like an exhausted breath being released. And
Which
when you turn and look for it, as you just indicated you were doing, it appears to be out over the pool. And when you look out that way, the mist seems to have coalesced into a very bright light, reflecting off of the pool surface, reflecting in through the mist, and you would see floating there three bright lights. What appears to be something like a face holding them together.
yeah.
It's the thing from your dreams. So your first thought on that is,
Run to the door.
well, again, the last time you saw this happen was in that weird room, and it wasn't real. Do you run from it regardless? You're not taking any chances.
Nope, not taking any chance.
Okay, you get to the door, and gonna ask you, Tracy. Nobody's really messed with the downstairs outside doors. Do you feel they would have been locked or not?
Um, I mean, probably not, 'cause Emily was there.
Okay. So then, yeah, you're able to kind of break through the door in kind of a rush, and Amelie's there cleaning up after you folks who are upstairs for the most part. And she looks at you and she goes, "You weren't trying to go into his room, were you?" She looks at you kind of confused. What do you? What's wrong? Was there what like a bobcat out there or something?
She's she's by the sink, right?
Yeah.
I'll literally say, look out at the pool.
She looks up and she looks at you. It it's really misty. I can hardly see the pool. And you look back
You
out
don't
that
see the
way, and it's completely still. There's a weird light refraction happening, but you don't see a weird creepy head.
I'm just gonna say I apologize. I might be a little shaken from my nightmare that I had earlier.
A head one like that could definitely muddle your perception. Hold on a second. I think I got something for that. And she'll go into here. And during the 80s, what would be like a off the like not over the counter like pain medication that would be pretty common.
For headaches, like Excedrin.
Oxycodone.
No, I mean like something that's not like for headaches. I mean something just for pain. Oxycodone, would that be something?
Oxycodone.
Yeah. She'll
Yeah,
come back.
probably.
She'll come
Oh,
back in and she'll hand you an oxy.
oh, thanks.
You said not over the counter, right? Like as
Yeah.
in has to be prescription. Yeah, Oxy.
When
Yeah.
was
You know,
That's
make,
good stuff, my guy.
yeah, it's been around since this 1917. So yeah, that's fine.
making Robert an addict.
Just double checking on the things I know to make sure that they're not anachronistic. But yeah, she gets you a single oxy and a glass of water, and she'll go back to washing up.
Well, thank you.
Of course. Upstairs, you enter the Tracy password, or you enter the um, business password.
Business password.
Yeah, so you would see like an itinerary. It looks like a kind of schedule for the father. Looks like the other things that are kind of present are because it's very rudimentary, kind of Apple, a couple of icons, and would note that it just appears to be like a politician's kind of space. There's a speeches folder, very rudimentary, kind of like word processing system. Um, Over by the printer, on like the desktop typewriter on the left there appears to be like a old style printer with like the ribbon track. Um, yeah, it's pretty boring. Nothing crazy on that.
Then I'll log out and try the Tracy password.
Tracy, do you use the computer or no?
No.
Then it's pretty much just empty.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll just put everything back where it was and
Sure.
log off.
Computers are
Well,
for
that
nerds.
wasn't very useful.
Yeah, it didn't seem like you found much.
No, I was really kind of hoping he'd have like a folder that said evil plans, but
We can't all
didn't
be
have
that
that.
lucky. No.
Did you try any of the floppy disks, maybe?
I guess I'll give you both an opportunity to see if there's like anything in the space that's useful. Go ahead and give me a computer use roll for the two of you.
Let's go. I got a 5 in this.
Computers are for nerds.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
That's insane.
That is
Yes.
hilarious.
You're like, yeah, computers are for nerds, and you're kind of like,
Wait a minute,
I'm
I'm a nerd.
and you like reach in, you see some floppy disks, right, and like you kind of take one and slide it in, and you're like, I'm gonna check this, and you go into it, and you will see that it appears to be like nothing besides a draft of a letter that he was typing up. Um, what is your mother's name, Tracy?
Oh, I don't think we ever established that.
Now we are.
We'll call her Gina. Like Regina, but Gina.
It appears to be addressed to someone named Gina, and based on the context of the letter here, it appears that the um, request is a very love-filled, like the person who wrote this letter is very much in love with this Gina individual and is asking her to come back to him. It gets, again, we're just not going to go into details. I don't want to write a love letter to nothing. But it feels that feels like someone's quoting a lot of something, and you're not sure what they're quoting in it. Um, but it seems kind of poetic, kind of really bleh. Nothing noteworthy for you.
Okay, yeah, I'll just take that one out and put it back and just kind of like, well, I don't think he wanted Tracy's mom to leave.
Yeah, that
Robert
throws about.
reads the whole thing out loud.
Oh yeah, Russell, like, he can read, but when someone's in the room, he reads aloud definitely. Like he
Well,
definitely read it aloud.
they would be doing this, Robert, like you are like kind of coming.
No, I know, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I just
Like, to make you need to have a reason. They're like,
yeah, you're coming up the stairs while they're kind of getting into it
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
I meant more now you need to make something up.
While that's happening and you're making your way up, Ian, Tracy, go ahead and give me spot hidden rolls.
Okay.
Okay.
Hard. Success.
You
Success.
in the kind of investigation, your process there of the mirror, um, you look at the maker's mark and you notice that it seems to have like a very strange kind of like carving of a square around it. You kind of press your finger against it, Ian, and it pushes in almost like a button, and then pops out. And there's this very small like space, almost like a box as well. And set inside of it is a very beautiful diamond. It looks like it's about the right setting for the ring that you have. The surface of it is very polished, very reflective, and just looking down into it, you can kind of see yourself in the mirroring of the diamond.
So there's a diamond that would fit in the engagement ring.
Correct.
Let's put it in.
I mean, we can't set it for sure because we need, I guess, some sort of special tools for that. But
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can cram it in. Maybe it's tight. Who knows?
okay, go for it.
I'm gonna try.
Amelie's like, Tracy, are you okay in there? No, kidding. That would be a weird conversation to walk in on, though.
It would.
Yeah, if you cram it into the ring, it fits. It just some kind of like minor pressing will allow you to kind of push the metal settings against it to hold it in place. It looks good enough.
See, I told you we could do it.
Impressive.
Now should I put it on? You said it was like a protection ring, right?
Well, we said that the in the wedding ring was the protection ring. We're not sure what this ring does. Hopefully, it would do the same thing. We don't know for sure.
And this is with this mirror. What if we put the ring on and then look in the mirror?
That sounds like a
Well,
you thing.
the mirror in question, it appears to be the mirror setting is correct, but the mirror is not a Gabriel mirror. It looks like a mirror has been put in its place, so the mirror doesn't seem to be the problem. Um, and if they were warning you off of something, it might have been the gemstone.
Oh no, you're cursed.
You're not wearing the ring,
Maybe.
are you?
No, I'm not wearing it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I think we should get out of here, but I want to go this way
Yep.
Okay.
into the bathroom.
You go into your father's room. The bathroom it's a really nice bathroom with a clawfoot tub, but other than that, it's not really noteworthy. Into the bedroom proper, yeah, it's got exercise devices. It's got a chess set over there. Looks like it
Get this
has.
door to open again. I tried to move through it and it closed.
It looks like it has like one of those TVs with like the doors on it that you can kind of open up and like
Uh huh.
there's the screen kind of over here. There's some books here and there. Um, the bedside, underneath the lamps that are kind of present there, there's very small kind of tables, and there does appear to be just kind of like a smattering of things that are kind of present here, but nothing's out of place. It looks like everything's been kind of set to rights. Um, but there's a stack of books on the shelf over here that look like they're out of place.
Okay.
See what they are.
Yeah. You walk over to them, and they appear to be very archival books, very boring texts regarding the history of town. And there's one for each of them. And then there is a book on top of all of them that you can kind of see on the screen there. I'll flash ping to it. That has kind of like a red-ish colored kind of leather binding and cover with kind of a design drawn on or kind of grafted onto the top there. Um, it would be, oh gosh, my brain's trying to invent on the way and it's failing. The what is it called? The gold leaf. It's got like a gold leaf patterning on it that appears to be the Tri-Town area, um, like in just simple design, kind of a center point. And when you open up the book and kind of breach it, you would note that it is the same kind of archival book, but for a town called Nelson.
Hmm.
It seems that this is the 1955 volume of that book.
Well, I'm taking these, and we can look at them at later.
Great.
I'm gonna see if I can try to get this door open that they broke.
From this side, it is openable. You realize that it will remain unlocked here to forever. If you lock it again, it will definitely be broken on the one side and will not be openable. Um, nor can the lock be closed or locked anyways unless you're inside. It's one of those kind of locks. You can't lock it
Okay,
and shut it because it won't do it.
keep it unlocked. That's fine.
Cool. You should be able to move through it.
John,
Yeah.
Nope.
is there a chess game in progress?
No. Setup. Brand new.
Bummer. Bummer.
Do you want to play around?
Oh, I was just gonna mess with it if it was in progress, but sure.
We can play around chess. Why not?
Okay. I don't think there's a games skill roll.
No.
We could do intelligence.
We could do intelligence.
Yeah, that's fine. I typically would prefer it to be kind of a skill-based situation. So I guess I'll give you a couple of options if you want to go that route. Um, Actually, fuck it. Just do contested intelligence.
Pull up chess.com and stream it.
Yeah, we do that real quick.
Larry.
Okay. So those are both successes of the same level tier. So you are playing a very long game. We'll get back to you in a bit. Meanwhile, Robert, you make it back upstairs, and just as you come through the door, you definitely see those two kind of fiddling around on the computer, and then kind of look back at you, and they are silhouetted by a bright light coming in through the window that they're not really paying attention to or noticing, and you see the creepy face behind them.
Is the bobblehead, right?
Yeah, not Arthur Haynes. If you look at Chandler's
Right.
picture, that's literally what we keep looking at. This one here.
And
Oh,
he'll be like,
yeah,
like snapping his fingers, pointing like to look behind them.
okay. Do you look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like all three of you at once to make a sanity roll.
Bum, bum.
You're welcome.
This is what the game's for.
Who's missing?
Hey,
Oh, look at that.
nice try, John.
Did you all succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Veterans at this point of this shit.
You're
This is-
hardened. You're battle hardened.
This is new. This is definitely not something that you've seen before. We've obviously seen it before in the series. It is a bright light that seems to emanate from its eyes and from its mouth, and as it's kind of glaring at you, the light seems to beam in like the headlights of a car through the window. And you can see around those lights this face, this melting face, flesh twisted, just decaying and dying around it. It glares through the window and seems to be moving towards it. Again, your response is your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely stand up from the computer.
Yeah.
Chair.
That makes sense.
Like, oh shit. Odds of it breaking into this house?
I would say pretty likely from recent events, and I'd pull out my knife.
I just
I don't
saw it
think that's
outside
gonna work.
hovering over the.
Okay. Bear with me here.
We don't have any protection rings, do we?
I think all of the protection
You
items
do?
are on Tracy.
Of course they are.
Well, boys, if one of us goes crazy, pray it's Robert.
I don't.
Hey. Whoa.
Oh, it does. Awesome.
The orb.
So you see it as such, and it starts to move towards the window, as I mentioned, and it appears to be incorporeal. It moves through all the physical, and actually, like, its face melts into the space. It becomes transparent,
Gun at this point.
fog-like. It kind of presses through.
I am running at that point. I am sprinting as fast as I can to get out of Dodge.
Okay. Russell,
Yeah,
you
I'm
put your
gonna-
gun away, and you're also getting ready to move away.
Yeah, he's put his gun away, kind of like mesmerized by it for a second, like fuck.
You hear a
I can't shoot
childlike
this.
voice as you're about to turn, and it says, "Don't." Sounds like a male
Okay.
child. And again, at this point, I'm giving you kind of a bit of leeway here, narratively. The voice sounds familiar. I'd like you to kind of think about what a childlike voice, a boy's voice, in your mind would be. It's not your own, for certain.
Mhm.
But if, like, during your childhood there was a friend or someone that you feel like is important to you in your youth, that voice sounds like something from your past.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I was already kind of mesmerized by the thing going through stuff, so hearing the voice, Russell's definitely gonna just end up standing there looking at it, kind of like doe-eyed, you know.
The ring. Destroy the ring.
Okay, I've got to go get the ring.
And it kind of like looms towards you, and you would notice that at this point there appear to be like more behind it.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'll start moving to where I assume I can find Tracy and Ian at.
Tracy and Ian are nowhere to be found, but you see Joel as you kind of come out that the door is kind of left open, like it's not completely closed. It looks as though like the lock has been kind of fixed. That would be
Well,
the one to the master bedroom.
I would genuinely be still running
Okay.
if we were talking
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah. It's
I'm
literally
trying to get down the stairs.
okay. Whoosh, and Robert same. Robert same.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, he would also be like, yeah, follow Joel, follow the Joel.
Okay, so the two of you playing chess while you're sitting there doing so, you would hear a loud kind of stomping through the house and then like rushing down the steps. You're in a house. Obviously, these sounds are going to transfer to you. Um, what would you do in response to that? Are you just going to let it slide and continue your game, or
I'd get up and go see what was going on.
okay? Yeah, it feels like you're at a stalemate, anyways. Okay, pop open the door, and then Russell would come out. Um, Russell, you see Tracy. Tracy, you see Russell.
Tracy, can I check out that ring? I might have found a
Uh,
clue.
yeah, sure. And she'll hold it out for him.
As you step
And you're
forward
about to rock.
and kind of move towards the ring, you would see the face kind of peer through. Mist and light kind of come out of your dad's office space, Tracy. I need you to make a sanity roll.
Sanity roll. Let's see.
You got this.
Do I do as well because I'm still in the
You,
space
you,
I
or
do
what?
you,
got
you
this.
haven't come out yet.
Ooh.
So you look
Oh,
at it, and at this point, I'm going to give you a bit of leeway as well. The face, this thing, this entity, if you want it to have been something you've seen before, you can have seen these before. These are the lights that have been talked about, like in Nelson, the Nelson lights. So if you feel like, you know, Tracy has seen these before, that's up to you.
Yeah, I think she has.
Yep, they're also known as the dead
Um,
lights, and that's mainly because those who have seen them up close, like this, have seen that they have this very strange, horrific kind of look to them.
did you just come out of there?
Yeah.
That thing was in there with you?
Destroy
It
it!
started coming in there.
Destroy the ring! And
Is it the lights that are talking to me?
you would all hear
Or
the
to us?
boy's voice again, and yeah, it would be the boy that's saying that. And you'd also see that the light is now kind of splintering outwards. And when you come around the corner, Ian, and see this, I'll go ahead and say that that'll be your opportunity to roll a sanity check. But
sure thing.
the lights that are kind of spiking away from it and coming out, they look like tendrils. Like if you've ever played like Diablo 2, it's like Tyrael shit. Like the lights are kind of like turning into these long bladed things. Great. Roll a d6. Let me double check the sanity loss for these.
The ring is
Oh, you got
protecting
one.
us, and it just wants us to drop our protection.
Okay, I'm safe.
Hold on a second here. Uh-huh. Sanity loss. Sorry,
The light.
it's it is just half of a d6, so this will be 2 that you're gonna take here.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's scary as hell, and you kind of back into the room, kind of like as the tendrils kind of spiral out. Destroy the ring. It seems to be uttering in the boy's voice over and over again. and it's now floating over towards Tracy, and those tendrils are kind of moving towards her this very strange, graspy kind of way. Robert, since you were the one on the back line, as you're kind of making your way down the stairs, you make it to that first like turn. You kind of look up and can kind of see this effect happening above you.
This way and go on to my dad's deck and see if I can jump down balcony.
You're running away from it.
Yeah, it's coming at me with tendrils and saying, like, giving me commands. Why wouldn't I run from this damn thing?
So as you rush
I don't know if it's good or bad.
towards the door and open up the door to the balcony, you'd see two more of these massive lights kind of floating in the air. And as you kind of open up the door, and we'll go ahead and move you to it, you would see that they, too, upon seeing you, blossom out into these tendril affairs.
I want to be completely clear. So the voice of the boy is coming from the light?
From the first light. These new lights have not said anything yet. Destroy the ring is what they said, or what the boy said.
I don't trust these lights. Ian, do you know anything about the Nelson lights?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here for Haynes's journal. There are lights in Nelson in the 1950s.
So,
Yeah, and what did they do?
as you're backing into the room, like the ones that were kind of oppressing Russell, do you stand in their way or do you move back into the bedroom? Russell.
Oh, I kind of like walked into the door, so Russell would be standing there like, just give me the ring, I'll do it.
The lights are kind of moving towards you and look like they're trying to bypass you. Are you trying to get out of their way?
Uh, I don't think Russell would know much about the lights, and seeing that they just went through the window, he wouldn't think he'd need to move
Okay.
realistically, so he would just stand there.
Understandable and unfortunately not the greatest plan ever. Okay. So I
That's
need
what I'm
you
saying. Like, I don't trust these lights. Like,
I need you to roll a D10 and add 5.
Oof.
I might die here, guys. Don't worry. Okay, I got a 9.
You're going to remove that much from your con.
Oh.
As it
Tracy's gonna.
passes through you, you feel your entire body like just ache. If you've ever had a really long day's worth of work and like after like the adrenaline's worn off of the work and like everything, you just feel your body just kind of break down. You probably haven't felt it too much yet, but get in your 30s, your 40s, you'll know what we're talking about. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
sensation is literally what takes over you, and it passes through you and comes into the room. Um, this other light passes through the window, and this light here comes through the door, not really needing much to do with it. But these three lights kind of surround the space and are kind of seemingly tracked onto and locked onto Tracy as she moves. You haven't taken the ring out of your pocket yet, right? It's just
Not quite. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
because I remember you put it in your
I
pocket.
was gonna pull out the mirror
Okay.
and hold it up, like
Nice.
defensively.
Good.
It does not seem to have any effect on the lights.
Ian, you should get behind me. Okay. So that doesn't happen. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna put on the damn ring.
Okay. There is at once a sound of children screaming. It sounds like the kids from the room that you've heard throughout your life on occasion, and then this third new voice, which is like a boy you've never heard before. But they all kind of at once like scream. It doesn't sound like a scream of agony. It seems like a scream of protest, like a scream of like absolute abhorring of what you've done here. And they are
Mm-hmm.
going to all lash out at you at once. Um,
Fun.
you can make dodge rolls. I need 3 of them.
I think I'm good at that. Let's see. Okay.
So
Let me
who
just
needs
check
to make
that.
3? We all need to make 3.
Her, they're only going for her.
Oh no, go.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Narratively, I want you to understand we're in a point where we're describing this circumstance narratively. They kind of all kind of scream, and like the blossom of tendrils kind of flare forward like whips, just slapping at you. Your first initial dodge, where would you kind of move to? Would you move towards like the treadmill, or would you kind of move towards like the shelves, or would you just dive towards the bathroom?
I would dive towards the bathroom.
Okay. And I'm going to say that this first one was the initiator of the attacking, and it kind of swarms at you, kind of lashing past Ian at you. The second one kind of moves in as well, and it's going to lash at you, and the dodging continues with you moving into the bathroom. And then ultimately, this one will move through the bathroom wall, and will kind of, as you're kind of like gasping and like Dark Souls dodge rolling, which apparently is a common trend in fucking LARP characters, it will actually smack you with the tendrils, and you can feel the light hit like a physical thing. It feels like nothing you've ever felt before. But as far as like uh, tensile strength, it has a similar strength to what you would presume like a rope or a whip would have. And it kind of smacks against the arms and kind of snaps around. You will be taking uh, 4 damage, ignores armor, inflicts necrotic wounds, not dissimilar to like frostbite, on the arm where it hits. And it seems to be kind of concentrating on that arm. And it's the arm that has the ring on it. And you look at it, and in your horror, you presume it's going to try and like freeze dry or like strangely light burn your arm off, like your hand off at the wrist. Like that's exactly the vibe
Jesus
that you
Christ.
get.
Yeah.
Ian, you are in the midst of this. If none of them
Can I
pass,
act?
none of them pass through you. But yeah, you can act if you'd like.
Okay. I would like to try to push past the one that went into the bathroom. I like to get into the bathroom with Tracy.
Okay,
Can I do that?
I'm gonna say that because you are in a panic state, you didn't see what had happened to Russell when it passed through him. So go ahead and roll a d10.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to take 10 off of your con maximum.
Oh, jeez.
As you rush through it, you can feel yourself like slowly fatiguing and becoming more withered as you pass through. And you finally press through and kind of like grasp a hold of Tracy, and you can see that it's lashed her arm, and it seems the effect that you just felt through your body is being concentrated into her arm.
What I like to try to do is to pull the ring from her finger.
If she doesn't resist,
I won't resist.
the ring comes
So
off.
I'm not putting the ring on,
Okay.
but I'm not taking it off of her finger.
You pull it off of her finger. The lash removes itself from Tracy's hand and kind of wobbles around your hand, and you hear
So
the
I'm going to try to.
voices. But
So continuing my action, I want to throw the ring into the other room.
okay, so you throw it through them. It lands in the other room, and they all seem to kind of turn their tendrils in towards it, but don't move. And you hear them saying in unison, almost like a chant or a mantra, or like uh, almost song-like in unison, saying destroy the ring," over and over again as their tendrils are kind of like webbing around it.
If I could do anything else, I would try to pull Tracy back away
Yeah,
from the
you
creature.
two kind of like stumble over. I'm assuming you kind of like grasp a hold of her and move her so that she's like
Yeah.
butt against the
Mm-hmm.
the bathtub, and you're kind of like holding your hand on the toilet seat or on the back of the toilet as you're kind of looking at the situation. Russell, you see them kind of slowly backing away from the ring, kind of opening up a space for someone to maybe move in to touch it, but it's kind of like right here in the middle of the room. Probably got hung up on the edge of the rug, to be honest. You chuck that, right? Like you're like, fuck. Like,
Yeah, no, I definitely
yeah,
wanted to get away from Tracy. That's mess. Yeah.
100%. So Russell, like that's what you see, and Robert and Joel, you're downstairs. What are you doing once you get there? Robert and Joel. Sorry, wrong R name. You're both muted if you are talking. Are you just continuing to
I
run?
haven't been. I would
I realized.
stop.
Oh,
I would
Johnny,
stop
you
once
go.
I got to the bottom of the stairs and look to Joel.
Okay, Joel, what would you do?
I am actively trying to get out of the house
Okay, yeah, you're out.
just to be in the open air at the moment and not in like a confined space with whatever that was.
I would say at this point too, though, you would notice that in the air, the open air, the foggy air, there are all these very strange circumstances where like there's a bright light or a moving fog. You can't tell if it's just the nature of the fog or a fluffy cat that's sitting in front of your camera or if it's one of the lights. Not as cool as a gimmick as the the mirror, but this is where we're at. Oh, scary light.
I'm very proud of the
but
angry emote I made of him.
you're outside.
Yeah, I would just keep my guard up and just be looking around.
I mean, to be clear, I'm sure that Ian and Tracy would have been yelling or shrieking
Oh,
through
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole
Oh yeah,
situation.
she definitely shrieked when she started getting frostburn on her arm. Yeah.
So, Amelia, or Amelie, my brain did a dumb. She kind of sees you rushing out the stairs, and Robert, since you're kind of held back, it almost looks like she's kind of heading upstairs. What's going on?
I said, "Oh, don't go up there. Don't go up there."
What do you mean, don't go up there? What's happening to her? And she
Wait,
rushes
what?
up the stairs. You can hear Tracy screaming in the background.
I guess I'll look to Joel and say, "Do we stay down here?"
Amelie heads out. And no, yeah, he said he's outside. Joel's outside.
Yeah,
So
I took off.
Oh, I look back and he's not there. Okay.
yeah. And
I
Amelie
say,
makes her
"Oh,
way
fine."
upstairs, and she comes into
I'll
the.
follow.
She
I'll
comes up to the
follow
top.
behind Emily.
Okay. Russell, you walked over to the ring.
Yeah, seeming that it doesn't protect us from them, obviously, as they attack Tracy.
You look at it, and you see that
Uh,
there's a gemstone set inside of the ring
mhm.
that wasn't there before.
Oh, that's weird.
Looks like it was very crudely pushed into the setting. Do you finger, like, grasp it and kind of, like, prise it out?
Yeah, might as well.
The second you do, you hear this, oh, the sound of elation from the children's voices, and then the lights cease to be. The room's a bit foggy from the door being opened, and then Amelie stumbles in and says, "What's going on in here?"
Yeah, there was a loud noise, and I ran in here, and you're
Where's
caught up.
Tracy?
I think she
Tracy,
was hurt in the bathroom.
Tracy will come out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I tripped and I hurt my wrist.
Oh, let me have a look at it.
I think it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just leave me alone.
He looks at Ian, kind of concerned as you two come out of the bathroom together, not really knowing what's going on.
She's okay. She's okay.
Go ahead
He
and make
came
a.
to help me, that's all.
Go ahead and the two of you make persuade rolls.
Oh, I am not good at this one.
Me neither.
I just. I'd like to take a look at the arm, Tracy. I'm sorry.
Fine, whatever. I'll shove my sleeve back and show her the frostbite.
She looks at the wound and she says, "How did this happen? What did you do to her?" She says as she looks to Ian.
He didn't do anything.
You don't have to protect him. I'm calling
I'm
the.
not protecting him. He didn't do anything.
He says, "I'm calling the. Oh, I don't have to. Officer Baker, do you know what happened here?"
As far as I know, they were looking for a mirror that was supposed to belong to some
You
occult
shouldn't.
thing that they were studying.
You shouldn't be in here at all.
My house.
It's your father's house.
Yeah, and by proxy, mine.
Incorrect. And she'll actually like look at you like very sternly. You continue pressing.
Yeah.
She slaps you
Who are
across the
you to say?
face. She
I'll
slaps you.
slap her across the face.
Well, hold on.
Lap fight.
Hold on. Because again, she's never raised a hand to you, not once.
Yeah.
so it would take you off guard. And I do appreciate the candor, but for narrative
Yeah.
purposes, if you wish to evade the the slap, that's where we can start. Go ahead and make a
Okay.
dodge roll, and I have an extreme success. So she'll strike you across the face. You'll take 1 point of damage. And again, she has never hit you, and you know that if you told your father that, then that would probably be a problem. Also, she again, the strike is a lot very surprising. Do you want to attack her back again? I
Yeah, I want to attack her back.
okay. Go ahead and make your combat.
Brawl.
Attack.
Yeah, brawling. And I'll evade. I'm pretty sure I'm going to succeed. Yeah. So as you kind of raise your hand to strike her, again for narrative, brawling doesn't typically or evading doesn't typically have this in it, but she'll catch your wrist. Is it the hurt wrist that you swung at her, which would have been your left hand? You would have probably been
No,
your
it would be my
dominant right.
right.
So yeah, she grabs your wrist and kind of holds it in front of her as like the hand is like clearly wide away from having struck her, and she'll look at you and she says, "You have no right to disrespect your father and his past. I don't care who these gentlemen are anymore." And she pushes you back and away from her. She looks at Ian. "If you swear
Yeah.
on your life you did not harm her, then I will not raise the matter to charges." She'll look to Russell and say, "If this matter is continually going to be a police effort, I would prefer you handle your business quickly without this annoyance to the house. Be done with it."
Call my father.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
want to
tell
be
him
Well,
you hit
here.
me.
so Ian says, "I swear I didn't
Had
harm
to bring
her."
him over here last night.
"I will tell your father as well what has happened here," says, and you kind of like understand that you're probably going to get in more trouble than she is with having broken into his room.
I didn't break into his room. I
Out of,
went
out of
through the bathroom.
out of character, just to make sure you understand. I'm not arguing with you on that factor.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is you're in his room and you're not supposed to be, and it's going to be very hard for you to lawyer that out, uh, just to be certain. Totally fine if
Well,
that's the way
I'm
you want to
gonna tell
go.
him that I found some weird stuff in that empty room's bathroom, and so I found that it went into a different room that I've never been in before, and I was just trying to
Yep.
figure out where it went to.
So when you get down to, I'm assuming you're going to the phone.
Yeah.
You would recall that you do not currently have a means of contacting him directly. He is not in his office.
Yeah, out of state.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of annoyedly, like, stare at the phone, the pain raw on your face, kind of like feeling a bit like dejected here, twofold. Um, and Amelie will say, "If you're still investigating this room, make it quick."
And what authority do you
You
have? You're
you went downstairs.
just the hired help.
You went downstairs.
Yeah. Did I? I could have used the phone in his office.
He doesn't have one. In
I
fact.
thought he did. Okay.
No.
That's weird.
Yeah, he does have a phone in his room, but you don't know where it is.
Ian, I assume you found whatever you guys were looking for.
There's more questions. We could talk about it when have some time, to process all this bullshit.
He'll kind of walk over to the dock or the door and kind of close it.
No, so sweet. Um, I was gonna say I like to think Conley turns around and Robert's just holding the camera up.
That
He
Amelie
goes,
would kind of gesture for you to continue like your processing here.
so quick to accuse Ian of hurting me, and yet she's the one who strikes me.
Once you're out of the room, you can hear her kind of going through the space and closing off doors, um, and kind of resealing the room. And then she comes outside very sternly, looks at the lock, kind of an annoyed look on her face, and makes her way downstairs. Tracy, I assume you're still at the phone, or have you moved away from it by this point?
I've moved away from it.
She sternly walks towards the phone. She
Who
pulls
do you
out.
think you're calling?
She pulls out the phone book. Doesn't seem to respond to you at all. Goes through the book to what appears to be the locksmith, and then starts dialing the phone number.
This bitch thinks she owns the place.
Hi, yes, this is the O'Connell residence. I have a very dire need of a locksmith attentively. We have a situation that we need remedied as quickly as possible, please. Um, well, is there any way to replace a doorknob lock mechanism and utilize the same key? There isn't. Would have to have a new key issued. Yes, that'll be fine. I'll need 3 keys drafted for the lock, please. Quick as you can. Thank you. Of course. I'll have the check ready. Thank you. She'll hang up the phone.
Right.
I still have the ring and the gem in my pocket, by the way.
Yeah.
Never put them down or anything. I was
You
making
should put them
sure
back
everybody
together
got.
and then we can leave the fucking house.
Just put them together, give the ring to her, and walk away.
Yup. Fucking bitch, she hit me.
Funny.
She'll look to Russell again and say, "Your business in this house is concluded. I would ask that you leave."
Yeah, I'm just making sure I don't need to give anybody else a ride before I leave.
Of course.
I'll ask everybody else if they need a ride out or who's going with who.
I don't care who I'm going with, but I'm leaving, and I'm going to pack a bag before I do.
She seems to be very stern-faced, kind of looking, from person to person who remains. Amelie, that is. But she doesn't seem to kind of like interject or anything, or talk about or talk to Tracy.
Yeah. Be like, well, for where are we heading to, gang?
Um, I mean, the options locally are Joel's house or yours.
Tracy's gonna come back out of her bedroom with her gym duffel bag stuffed full of clothes and things, and books and whatnot. All right, well, like I think we can decide shit while we are on the road at this point, right? Like we can just leave.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. If y'all want to hop in there, I'll follow you.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to drive. I'm just still outside.
Just
I'm oblivious to everything that has happened.
I walk outside and say,
Tracy looks far more pissed off than you've ever seen her.
Robert, if you are kind of like the last one out, Amelie like seems to be visibly shaking. He definitely seems to have been kind of keeping that away from everybody else's sight. Once everybody's kind of heading out, you're the only one who spots that. And it seems
Good.
like it's kind of a like adrenaline kind of situation, like an
Yep.
emotional state. She definitely looks like she is kind of in a um very angered state of affairs. Whether you want to address her at all or just leave is up to you.
He'll be starting to walk out, and he'll be like, "Really, really sorry about the lock, but sorry about the other stuff." And then we none of us would hurt them. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Sorry again. Thank you for everything. That was great, Alma.
Of course. And you would almost see her like at your generosity or kind of like that statement, kind of lower her head a bit. and with your kind of amazing perception, spot people out in the wilds. You can see like a single teardrop kind of like run down her face. You step outside onto the porch where everybody's kind of getting situated, getting ready to get in the vehicle, head out where they're going. I want to move us back to the large map if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on the wrong spot here. Should be all the way over. That way. Okay. What now, folks?
Well, we have that ring. I don't know. Let me think. Well,
When we're out of like the house, I will tell them like if I destroy the ring, they just wanted the gem taken out of it.
okay.
Also, is it still foggy out here, or did that go away too?
Still foggy as hell.
But are there signs of lights in the fog?
It very much feels like there are lights still in the fog, but
Okay.
like not as prominently as they were in the house on the second floor, or to Robert out on the pool.
It's just like normal fog light.
Yeah, like those weird little pockets of light where it catches kind of here or there.
Yep.
Well, ain't nothing to do at this point. Any ideas where anyone wants to go? Towards the forest, maybe again? Feels like we're just running in circles at this point.
McDonald's.
Did you not get breakfast?
I mean, I did, but I don't know. I don't know where to go.
Yeah, I'm a bit.
I'll just shut up.
Ian, do you have any ideas of what we should pursue next?
Yeah. I think we should just talk about what all happened. And add it. Oh God, I wish we had that
Well,
poster
we could go
board.
to McDonald's and talk.
Yeah, let's do that.
Drive us there.
So I just want to make this clear. You're saying that you left that poster board with all of the pins and red yard and stuff behind in the house?
I mean, we kind of got rushed out of there. Do you think I would have time to grab it? Because if I would have, I would have.
I say you
Up
definitely
to
have
the
time. Show them
DM.
like kicking you out and stuff.
John, are you okay with me having done that on the way out?
If you wanted to, yeah.
Yep.
Or leaving it behind is also a fun narrative idea.
Yeah, somebody else could see it, like my dad
Or Amelie.
or Amelie.
Well, she needs to be clued in somehow, don't you think?
No,
Okay. She might treat you better if she knew more.
she also might treat me worse. She might get too nosy and tell me that I shouldn't be doing anything with this. Or,
That's true.
who knows? Maybe she's one of the, like, rebels people. Who knows? Whoever's behind certain things. Maybe she's one of the murderers that's been around.
Or Tracy, she just cares about you and was crying as we left.
Yeah, well, she got angry. Of course she's crying. Do you not cry when you're angry?
Well, I don't usually. I'm not in that type of predicament.
So are we
Care about me. She just cares about my dad.
Are we driving? Or are we just doing this outside?
Just getting into the car. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Um, Russell, are you getting in your own car?
Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna follow behind them.
Okay. Do you acknowledge, like on the radio, that you're in your vehicle and moving, or are you off the clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let
The
them know I'm in my vehicle moving.
the person on the other side of the radio says, Officer Baker, you are requested to quickly and promptly report to the Topfield Police Department.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drive off to there.
Not say anything to them.
I kind of honk and just be like, I'll meet you wherever with the window rolled down.
Can't cell phone talk. Keep in mind.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
how we?
Yeah. Where are you going? There we go. That's the better one. I'll have to make
McDonald's.
Where
sure
are
I
you
gotta.
going?
I got called to the police station. I imagine it's probably something to do with this situation, so I'll go clear that up and then meet you guys at McDonald's.
Yeah, I think McDonald's would be a good place to. They've got places to sit and tables that we could put this poster board on.
Yeah.
Just the
They
gang
also
goes to McDonald's and has a fucking
Post-
like a briefing there.
Okay.
Land the ball pit.
You make it
yeah,
to top
I was
field.
about to say the fun
But,
house.
yeah. You're going basically the same direction to get to top field. And you guys split off and head to the McDonald's, and then you head to the police station. Since the McDonald's conversation is basically going to just be you guys talking, I'm going to do the Russell situation real quick. You arrive on the scene. The officer that you spoke with before, the one in charge,
I'll be back.
whose name I can't remember. I don't think I ever gave it. Um,
No, I don't think I ever asked him.
Carter. And Officer Carter, like, upon seeing you kind of enter into the space, will kind of move past the normal rigmarole and say, "Come with me, Officer Baker. We need to talk."
Yeah. I'll follow him.
Takes you back to a interrogation room. Looks like the interrogation room they have on site. And he says, "Please step inside."
Okay.
He'll enter in with you. Kind of close the door. Gestures to a folder that's already kind of seated on the table. Mind having a look at this and telling me what you think?
Yeah, I'll look at the folder.
You would see what appears to be crime scene photography of the field where all of those people died.
Okay. Man, it looks like a massacre.
It's right near your house, technically in the Nelson area. We got a call in from your side of your neck of the woods, Middleton, saying you were unable to be reached. They thought something might have befallen you. So we sent a deputy out that way. Same deputy we sent over to. Out of character, he says a name. You wouldn't recognize it because you weren't there. But for people watching at home, the same deputy that they sent over to the O'Connell house when the crazy lady went stabbing. This is what he found out there.
Yeah, I've been dealing with Tracy and that group that she's been hanging out with the last couple days.
Your guide in the forest?
Yeah, they're troublemakers to say the least. So
Lock
better
them
to have
up.
someone with them that keeps them from trouble.
Lock them up.
Yeah, I heard.
You got more
Hey, if
pressing
you're giving me
situations
permission,
happening here. You don't need
that's
my
fair.
permission. You run your own neighborhood. If this happened near your
Well, yeah, it's in
neighborhood,
your town. Not that them are there near your town.
I can swing by and pick them up and detain them if you want me to. Where are they located?
I don't know. I lost contact with them when I came here.
All right. Well, let's focus on the more pressing matters. These individuals were brutally murdered not too far from your house, and according to people who were around the scenario, some eyewitnesses, stated that they saw your car leave the area um, in the evening yesterday night with another
Yeah,
individual, Joel Henry.
yeah, he was helping me fix my door. Uh, it got broken in, and thankfully nobody stole anything, but I
Your
did
house
have to
got
fix the
broken
door.
into.
Yeah, I was also investigating that. We think the same person who attacked uh, Tracy broke into my house
You're
since we
following
were
up
all
on
in the
that
woods together.
investigation. I think our
Yeah,
deputy
that as
already
well.
concluded the investigation regarding the O'Connell house. It was specifically noted that we weren't supposed to make a deal about it. Why are you following through on that?
I just coincidence where they broke into my house. We were both in the woods.
Mr.
You know,
O'Connell
had to ask some extra questions.
specifically wanted it to just be left as is. Very specific point about that being the case.
Yeah, I wasn't told about that part.
Listen, I already got the feeling that you're not being on the level with something's going on with this group of friends of you out there in the woods. If I find out you're a part of this, bring every single bit of the hammer that I can knock, knock, knock on the door. And you both kind of like look up there, like,
Mhm.
and he kind of, 1 second.
You expecting company?
Oh. He'd open up the door, and you'd see two men standing outside who are wearing kind of very well pressed suits. And they look in and they say, "Is this a bad time, Officer Carter?" "I'm sorry, who are you?" "I'm Mr. Larson of the Pinkertons." And he offers his hand out to shake Carter's hand. "Oh, the Pinkertons, what are you doing?" And he kind of shakes the hand, but like very sincerely. And Mr. Larson says, "Well, we're investigating the matter that's currently engaged in Nelson. And, well, I think we'd very much like to talk to Mr. Baker. I'm currently in the middle of my own. That's fine. You're not over him in any jurisdictional way, are you?" "No, I'm not. But he's in Middleton or in Topfield, and he's causing some. That'll be fine. We're gonna go ahead and ask that you relinquish him to our care." "I don't have to." The other gentleman kind of like steps forward and almost like just invades his personal space to like the nth degree. "Okay." Carter immediately breaks. "That's fine. But I'd like to have a talk with him after you're done with him." "Certainly. Mr. Baker, if you would, bring that file along with you, would you?"
I guess.
Carter does
Russell
not.
slowly stand up.
Yeah, Carter does not seem to stop you from pushing the photos back into the manila envelope, kind of
Okay.
walking outside. Mr. Lawson kind of immediately strides alongside with you while the other guy kind of follows behind. And they lead you out of the police station. Stopping outside, they say, or Mr. Larson says, "Well, our investigation hasn't brought up much, but I understand it that you are currently the lead in charge of the investigation forest. Is that accurate?"
So far.
"We came to ensure that our agent had any assistance he needed."
I appreciate that. It's definitely been suspicious.
"These corpses. Was this the tall man?"
No, it was something similar. It was like I think they called him Arthur Haynes. Uh, a bobblehead of him.
You see them both kind of look at each other and then kind of look back to you. "Arthur Haynes, you say?"
Yeah, and they had something to do with the lights, and he'll pull the ring and the stone out. Like if you put the stone in the ring, the lights do not like it and will attack you.
"The lights of Nelson."
Yeah,
"It is our understanding that the lights of Nelson are good."
that's what I assumed. That's why when they told the light said to break the ring, I took it apart. But they didn't want to take it apart originally, and got pretty not seriously injured. But if they had kept it on, I'm pretty sure they would have
As
probably
we,
died.
as we are here to assist you, um, do you wish us to take and relinquish the ring, move it out of the town, move it away from here, or do you prefer to keep it on site?
I think it's definitely better that we take it out of the town for now. The group that I'm traveling with has done some very strange things with it,
"Burrow,
and I'll hand them over to him.
Burrow," and he takes the pieces. "Make sure that they do not
Mhm.
become united." The other officer will nod his head, take the pieces, and kind of move towards what you notice is they didn't drive together. It looks like they drove in two separate vehicles. Perot gets in his car and leaves. Mr.
Okay.
Lawson says, regarding the matter at hand, we have a dedicated tracker in the woods at Current. Um, last report by radio, and he'll pull out, like a very common looking like radio handset and hand it to you. He is close to the north side of Out Pond, just a ways from Middleton. He is tracking, or tailing rather, a group of individuals somewhere in the dozens. I believe these are the
Probably
cultists.
all copies.
Perhaps. I don't know much in relation to that. I do understand that that is something that was noted by the original case logs for Nelson. That is a possibility. Doppelgangers.
Yes. Speaking of, I actually have 2 of the doppelganger bodies in my house. If you could take care of those, that would be greatly appreciated.
He walks over to his car with you after handing you the handset, reaches into his car,
Mhm.
grabs his own like personal radio, uh, and then does radio talk for whatever it would be to get in contact with somebody, and specifically reaching out to Perot. Swing by Mr. Baker's house. Door shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. Inside there should be 2 elements that need to be removed from the site. Um, like
Turn the freezer.
freezer. 10-4 or confirmed or whatever you would say on the radio for that to be okay. And then he put the radio handset back in. Handled.
Thank you very much.
I would suggest focusing in on the location as stated. It seems Pout Pond is where a lot of this activity is kind of present and current. This should be your focus. These individuals that you're traveling with, the only one I would suggest trusting is Ian Handler. He's an agent, representative of the Arkham University, but specifically the Fitzgerald Foundation, which gave us our grant money initially for the town of Nelson when we first set up operations here before the event.
Very well. Yeah, I'll go meet with them and have us head back out to the forest to do some more investigating.
This individual, Robert Hudson, may be a problem. I believe he is a communist. Be certain that he could pose problems for you. He,
Very well. With the crazy things that they've seen and the things they claim these things can do, it probably wouldn't be much of an issue to take care of him.
we do not want any of them to be dealt with in that fashion. The Pinkertons can't. We already are getting a lot of eyes in this direction that we prefer not, as you noted with Mr. Carter and the remnants of your Arthur Haynes. The goal in our minds is to find the source. It is believed that the event has left a lingering doorway open for these entities to continue entry. It needs to be found and it needs to be shut. Anything besides that is inconsequential or could be empowered by the portal's presence. It needs to be located and closed. I will be on site. That radio will be able to get in contact with me as well if you need me for anything. Um, and I wish you the best of luck. Godspeed.
Godspeed. And then
Mr.
Russell will get in his car and head to McDonald's.
Mr. Lawson. Okay. Obviously, out of character knowledge should not influence in character events or circumstances.
So ironic, so ironic.
You rat shit.
It was. It has been happening since session 1, but there again,
what?
Brent. I outed it on purpose. I did so initially, keep it secret, but there is a reason why I outed it because it is more fun to see the way it shifts people's role playing when it's out, especially at this late stage, this second half, if you will. You make your way to McDonald's. Before you get there, you folks get to McDonald's. You lay out a pinboard onto the table and order your burgers and your shakes, I presume. You gotta have a shake with a burger. And
Ice cream
Shake
machine
and
break.
fries, actually. It's a
yeah.
chocolate shake and French fries.
You can't have the chocolate shake. Sorry, the ice cream machine is broken. I totally forgot that is canon. Canonically, the ice cream machine
I
is
go
broken.
back and go back and turn it on, and it's working.
Hash browns and a coffee.
Nope, too late. It's already past that time. Sorry. It's literally like 2 minutes after.
Did they even have breakfast
Oh,
at that
lame.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell
They've
yeah.
always had
Stable.
breakfast. They used to have
Okay,
pancakes.
I don't know.
They used to have pancakes, yeah.
They sell pancakes.
I thought that like
Some
the breakfast
locations.
food and everything. Okay.
Yeah, some
Really?
locations. Yeah, it's not everywhere.
What?
Apple pie and a coffee.
Yeah, it's kind of lame. I don't disagree. Did I put it in notifications? The picture of the? No, I didn't. I put it somewhere in general, and it's buried.
Honestly, Tracy's probably not getting anything. She's a little too miffed right now.
I found it.
Well, does she need medical treatment beyond what's happened so far? Like,
Probably more for her ego though.
what is going on with her arm, with her hand?
It looks like it's kind of like blackened flesh. It looks like it's kind of necrotized. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look healthy. She lost a shit ton of her hit points, I think. You guys have what?
Yep.
Like how many?
I have 11.
Maybe
I don't
we
know
should
about
go
Tracy.
to
I
the
had
hospital.
10. I had
That's
10.
12
I
now.
have
I don't remember what the break point is
I have
before
5
you get
now.
sick.
It's 5, I think, for a break
So
point.
well, it was so I got damaged by 4, so I was down to 6, and then Amelie hit me, and I went down to 5.
Yeah, no. If you take 5 from one shot, it can do like a major wound. It's similar to like
Oh,
when
okay.
you
Well then,
get sanity damage for 5 or greater. It can do like a phobia or something.
yeah, I only took 4 damage.
Yeah.
From that thing.
So no hospital.
We really should go to the hospital.
Is anyone who has first aid is able to determine whether untreated this will get worse, will cause more problems for Tracy?
It's not a
I
major.
definitely.
It's not a major wound.
Okay, so it's not like you described it.
No. So like okay, let me explain. Necrotizing flesh can kind of come in degrees, and let me explain what I mean by that. So like it looks as though like it like a burn almost, and it looks as though it's like kind of already got like a scabbing to it, right? It does not look like it pierced through the external like dermal layer. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it looks like if it had gone further in, it would be something that you'd want to take to the hospital. But at this stage, it's probably just going to leave like a really weird looking scar on her arm. And kind of be like pussy and gross for a few days. It's not a major wound, is the main thing. I will note too that Robert, you're aware that Tracy O'Connell is the daughter of a person of importance. Probably the case that when she goes to the hospital, even though she is technically an adult, they will probably contact him somehow or try to get in contact with his office. So you may be drawing attention to yourself in that degree that you may not want.
Can we
It'd
like
be fair
gauze
to
that thing
assume
up?
that Amelie already did that.
She would have no way to contact him, just like Tracy had no way to contact him. He's out of town. But if they contact his office, they may be able to have a way.
Joel, you have first aid training, right?
Yeah, I have quite a bit.
Do you have any supplies? Like, could you put gauze and like a ton of like bacitracin on there or something?
I mean, my truck would be right outside, and I would keep a first aid kit. And yeah, I can definitely look at it after we're done eating. If you wanna, I'd look over at Tracy. If you wanted me to look at it, I can definitely try to help you out.
Yeah, sure. And she'll hold out her arm.
As long as you're good with it, John, I'll just roll first aid.
Yeah, that works for me.
Wow.
You made it worse.
I just spit in it and just say,
No.
yeah, it looks fine.
You didn't fumble. You cover it up, but you're not like helping it or benefiting it in any way. Like it looks terrible too. Like if another first aid practitioner looked at that, they would scold you.
Well, trying my best. Apparently, I'm still a little sleepy, but it won't get worse than what it is.
I'm just gonna put some Neosporin on it, and then it'll be fine.
Probably help better than what he did.
Doing a little bit
Yeah.
of research on frostbite, we're probably in between first and second degree frostbite. So, first degree or frost nip, it's kind of like reddish, blistering, that kind of thing. It's not full on necrotization like that. What Andy posted in there. It probably has more in common with kind of the exterior areas of this burning, like a pinkish discoloration, and like parts where the skin is tender and pussy.
So yeah, we want to gauze it and wrap it.
Yeah, which we did,
Yeah.
and we did poorly. Yep.
Great.
Yeah. Wasn't my best work, is what we could say.
So yeah, you do this probably in the McDonald's parking lot, and then go inside, and then you guys ordered your food. You're sitting there and eating. If you want to have a conversation with it, I'll just kind of like at a certain point, kind of say Russell shows up.
Before I guess before he shows up, like the first thing I'd want to bring up is my dream and tell him about. Yeah, I saw the lights. Not the bobblehead man, but the tall man. And that's why I cracked my head on the side of her coffee table.
You saw the tall man in my house?
No, it was a dream.
Oh.
It was in the basement though, and I saw the other robber. Right, I'm gonna call him Fob Fobert.
Fobert.
So, in the
Over.
basement, you mean in Joel's basement?
Yes.
Do you think the basement's still there? Like, if the house burned down, do you think, like, the basement might be untouched still?
I mean, it could be. Again, I was dreaming, but
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's a basement, so the worst that could happen is if the fire made it all the way down there, it still would be there at the worst of times.
Well, like, I'm just thinking, like, obviously your house is pretty fucked as far as, like, its location or something, because there's something weird about it with, like, all this. You know what I'm saying. There's something weird about your house. I'm wondering if it's centered in the basement, because you told us some weird stuff about your basement.
Yeah, it definitely could be, to say the least. I'm not.
I looking kind of looking like that.
Yeah, I'd be game to go out there and look.
Unless anybody's got other ideas.
Russell pulls up.
Yeah. I'll go in and get a large fry for sure. Something to snack on. We just had breakfast a minute ago, you know.
It was a little while ago, if you think about it, but yeah.
Oh, a little while ago. Then yeah, go ahead and give me 2 burgers as well while I'm there. Something I'll go
Yeah.
over with my tray.
A lot of stuff happened in between, right? Like breakfast happened,
Yeah.
and then you guys did the whole search around the house, window climbing,
That's right.
Apple computer shenanigans, crawling through crawl spaces, talking to ghosts. It was a pretty eventful morning. Uh, as I mentioned,
Was rough.
it. But Russell walks in. You see him order his food. Walk over.
Yeah.
He
So
smells like a traitor.
we
Which means
we
you can
see
treat
it
him.
on him.
The stink of.
At least
What
he
did
doesn't smell like a communist.
Yeah.
what did they want? What did they want from you?
well, it seems like the somebody reported out in where the bobblehead murdered all those people.
You still have the folder, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'll show them the folder. And so it was near my house. They questioned me about it, obviously, and I was like, "Look,
Ooh.
Ooh,
I
that's
was there.
staticky.
Someone broke into my house.
Someone's
Uh,
That's
a
robot.
robot.
You're
He's-
roboting out.
You're
I
roboting
was about
Brent.
to say.
You're a robot, Harry.
am I better now?
No.
Maybe
No.
Nah.
you do my internet.
Turn off
Even your
video.
internet knows you're a traitor.
Yeah.
If you shut off video, it might help.
There we go. Okay, sorry. No, it's Discord and my internet don't get along. They do it randomly. But yeah, they told me about the bobblehead or about the murders, and since it was near my house, they asked me why I was leaving, and I told them my house got broken into about the same time as this, and then I told them I was connecting it to my investigation in the woods, and that's why I have the file.
I mean, I'm glad you have it.
Yeah.
That was pretty messed up what we saw out there.
Yeah, so I've got to go back later for probably more questioning. I'm going to assume he's going to call me later, but I don't have any other leads than the forest at this point. I know I don't want to keep going back and forth, but
Well, you're in luck. We were all just about to head out to my old place after we were done eating.
Why does this say
Even better.
Robert? Then it as communist underlined 4 times.
Needs to be typed out in bold. No, this wasn't written up by the Pinkertons. This was
No, I know. I'm joking. Sorry.
no worries.
It's not underlined 4 times. It doesn't say communist. It's just underlined once, but in red.
Fair enough.
He's right. That's what it would be.
I know.
Codename
things.
McCarthy.
So the poster board would probably be laid out on the table with all of the string and.
It's a trifold. You can just stand it up on the table.
Damn, that's
Like
hot.
a science. It's like a science project.
Yeah.
Yep. So we've encountered a lot of things that have happened. We believe that the mirrors, not the protective mirror, but the other mirrors, the ones connected to Narluthep, are somehow bringing, no, creating duplicates, not necessarily bringing them over, but creating them. But we don't know how exactly, right? That's kind of
Yeah.
like the big question at the moment. Did you learn anything more about that, Russell?
look, the sheriff already thinks I'm probably part of these murders. Bringing up interdimensional crossing or inner mirror crossing demons is not going to make him think I'm more sane. It's probably going to make him think I'm part of the cult.
So just above the table then, so Russell, you're not going to tell us about the Pinkerton saying find the doorway that opened?
No.
Okay. Ooh.
Traitor.
Well, yeah, if they were just looking into stuff and trying to see things, of course, it's right next to your house and everything, so I could see why they would pull you in for that. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've really been going to your job these last 48
But yeah, that's
hours.
kind of why he got me, is because it happened near my house, but I was magically unreachable by my own police department. So,
I mean, yeah, what doesn't look suspicious at that point?
Well, just as a heads up, you never clarified, and it's something I want to make sure I stress here. You never clarified if you were contacting back into the office on your patrol car once.
yeah.
The only time you've ever said that you're doing it is when I asked you specifically. So I want to make sure. I reminded you of your role when I wanted to. It is not my job to remind you of your cop job when I don't.
Oh, yeah. 100% with the stuff that's been going on, Russell would have forgot, I
Yeah.
will say.
100%. You were focused. Tunnel vision, baby.
Yeah.
Only stop for burgers.
Yeah. Only stop for burgers. It's the most important thing to stop for.
Just a half of a burger, one down.
Put some
Okay.
fries on it, you know.
So we heading over to the Henry house.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. As long as everyone's game.
I'm game. After I
Okey-doke.
finish my food,
Yep.
obviously.
Okay. You head on over. Russell, you ride separate. You have the radio, the Pinkerton radio, on you at that point.
Yeah.
You don't have to carry it around with you if you don't want to. And obviously, it'd just be incognito. If you want to take it with you, there is a chance that it will be contacted while you're around others. So it's up to you whether or not you want to take it with you anywhere. Okay. I just want to make sure that that is very clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Russ would definitely leave it in the car for now.
I'm not going to assume it's on you unless you say you have it on you.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that it's very clear. Every time you leave your car, I'm going to confirm it because I need to know for certain where it is when certain things happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He left it in the car when he went to McDonald's for sure.
100%. That makes sense. Whoosh, whoosh. You drive out. You park in the same place. You take the candor down the way there, down the embankment. You can see the house's remnants. It looks like a pretty decent skeleton of it is still kind of like on the exterior, but you can see it's like kind of domed through the center, like it fell in, kind of crushed out. Um, you have been in the basement after it's been on fire before, Joel. If you recall, the forensic individuals showed you the basement. Um, one thing you missed when you were there, but are now kind of seeing, it's very, 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 very concerning for you, is that the entirety of the floor and the support structures of the house above you are basically gone, except for one beam.
The one that was.
The
Yep.
one that was.
Mhm.
That's not unsettling at all. I would look over the beam as much as possible to see if there was even burn marks on it, just to check.
There are, but strangely not around that area.
Sweet.
Like there's a patch where you can still see the rope marks.
I would be kind of stuck staring at that, especially seeing everything else around me is all burnt to a crisp, and just this is like perfectly sitting there, and remembering that they told us it was an electrical fire.
Yeah, I'd say there's some exterior walls that are still pretty sound, but like the interior fire kind of burned one half of them. So like when you look at the house from the outside, depending on the angle that you're looking at the house from, it may just look like there's a house there. But like as you kind of come to the side, especially the front door where you kind of access everything in that main living room, which the basement was under, that's all gone. And basically there's just like the very hard corner support structures that are still present, um, and like masses of rubble around it and present. But yeah, the basement looks like it was the source of the fire for sure. Is there anything in particular that you folks are looking for here?
I'm looking for that TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's as he left it. It looks like it's just a shell of the thing. Like it looks like the boom tube in the interior is broken out, busted. Looks like the electronics are all basically kind of melted and slagged on the interior. The wire is kind of just like a melted strand of like pudding like rubber that's kind of like stuck to the floor. Kind of has to be prized from it. And yeah, I mean it's still technically in one piece, but like when you pick it up, it's going to shake a lot of glass out and like bits and parts of melted metal.
I would basically be making sure it's broken.
It is.
And once I was able to confirm that, I'd just put it back down. And breathe a sigh of relief. Turn back to the group and say, does anyone have any bright ideas of what we're looking for?
Look, at this point, I'm waiting on clones of myself.
I feel that.
Anybody have any business here besides?
Nope.
Is it
Great.
true that we saw all of the duplicates come out of the forest. Do we know that?
Well, did you tell your whole dream to them or no?
Yeah, all of it.
Oh my god, baby, gross. Okay, sorry, I got a poopy man. You're gross. Can't just come up here with a poopy butt. That's gross. Into the hamper. Okay, sorry.
You just threw your cat in the hamper.
No, I typically will have like a washcloth nearby, so if that ever happens, it doesn't oftentimes happen. But sometimes cat will come up
Anyway.
onto my desk with a poopy butt. Cats are gross. Don't get any.
Nope.
Unless you like cats, because they're pretty cool.
My cats aren't gross.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing I would check after the basement would be checking the fireplace upstairs,
Yeah.
seeing if any of the books survived.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
Absolutely devastated. The mantle piece is also just like an absolute ruin. You
Great.
kind you can kind of like push it open still, but it like just it looks like, what books would look like if they were in a very compact, tight space on fire.
Gone.
Yeah, gone.
Dust.
Dust. Basically just ash and like bits. Maybe a book-like shape, but the second you touch it, it just.
Well, there goes any secondary research we could have done.
I have a copy of like all of the books that were in there, and I took the ones that I didn't have copies of, so we're fine.
I meant more. Some of those books that we opened had writing in them. I bet they would be maybe not personal by any stretch, but from what we read of the one we pulled out of there, there might have been other hints or clues or something. But overall, place doesn't look much worse than what we left it. I'm just still. Anyone else have any ideas on why they would have called it an electrical fire?
Well, they said it had something to do with the TV.
Yeah.
I know, but
Whenever I asked them about it, they said it was the TV.
there's no power out here though.
I mean, with what we've seen, creatures in mirrors, creatures copying us, do you really think that they can't, supply a little electricity?
I'd be hopeful that they couldn't. Uh, but at this point, they phase through walls and they can pick locks and they can break doors.
They
I'm
can't break a
feeling
ring.
no, but they can melt your arm to try to get to it. It seems like.
Yeah, kind of weird.
I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it is getting rough, and I don't 100% know the path forward here, or even what our end goal here is.
I agree. Well, the end goal is to stop whatever's happening, right?
I mean, that's your end goal. That's like what your whole group's mission.
Yeah, I mean, but I guess okay, you're not invested in stopping this.
I mean, I'm to the point now. I'm invested in not implicating myself in the numerous amount of crime we have committed as a group, and making sure it wasn't just for nothing.
I mean, I'm here for a story.
It's valid, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Again, I just wish we had one more piece to follow, because at this point, there's nothing here. Where's next? Do we go back to a
I mean, the only
pond
thing
that?
we didn't get a chance to, I was gonna say, the only thing we didn't get a chance to check out was to show them the ketchup splat, man.
Yeah, that's the
We
last
got
bit of.
stopped halfway through.
Yeah, but we saw the monster. We saw
We
the thing
did.
that most likely did it. So what's the point of seeing that aftermath?
I mean, one, to make sure it's still there, Two, maybe there's something that these two studied in a book that we didn't see. Because
No,
we didn't look around, we ran. So
yeah, that's why we're uninjured.
true.
But I would look around and say, anyone up for one more hike to go look at this place? Maybe see if any of those trees has markings like the
I
old
know
ones
they're
did?
not gonna do anything, but does anybody want to arm up before we leave?
I still have my gun.
I
Everybody
still
just
have mine. I'm offering.
start
I
I'm
would
shooting
take a
offering
Russell
to the
gun.
Baker.
ones that don't have guns.
Just start
I
shooting
would
Russell
take a
Baker
gun.
for no reason.
Yeah.
We fucking know.
I mean, I'll take a handgun.
So will I.
Okay. Then we'll have to go back to my car because I didn't bring extra guns with me.
Okay.
Okay.
They're in the car.
Roll a d10, Brett.
3.
Get to the car. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy happens. You get the weapons. Tracy,
Yeah.
it feels like you could probably lead them back, but it's going to be a bit difficult. What with the climate. If you'd like, go ahead and make a natural world roll for me.
I do want to point out
Okay.
while we're back at the car, I do get the radio.
You're holding on to it, okay?
Yeah, I'm taking it with me mainly because I was told that
Oh.
there's somebody, tracking it, and I'd like to have that radio as an option of like make sure that maybe I can get some leads that way. And also for if I need to run, I can tell them, hey, I need help at this location. Maybe we'll get somebody out there faster.
Probably just like amidst the journey, like as you're kind of moving through it, you're really not sure where you're at. You would hear the radio kind of click and say, Mr. Lawson, do you copy? Mr. Lawson, do you copy? And then you'd hear kind of a click, like waiting for reception. And everybody would hear this. Russell's new radio that he just kind of turned up asked for a Mr. Lawson. Or a Mr. Lawson.
Hey, what was that? What was that, huh?
Yeah.
What was
Who's the
that?
radio?
Wasn't Lawson one of those Pinkerton guys
Guys
that came to my house?
No.
who tried to take my.
I thought he was. I thought he
No.
was the main investigator. No?
No. Separate
Okay.
group.
Okay, never mind.
Wait, no, the guy. No, the guy who asked me who met at the door.
You met with
was
Pinkertons.
Lawson.
You did not meet with Mr. Lawson.
Um,
I can almost confirm for certain you didn't.
are you sure?
I would.
I'm pretty sure.
Because they introduced themselves.
They did, but they were not Mr. Lawson and Mr. Bureau.
Hmm.
I would lift up the radio and be like, "This was Russell. Lawson gave me his radio. Is an emergency?"
Not an emergency. Situation's pretty standard. I think I have a sighting on the dozen individuals I was tailing. Are you in Nelson Forest current? Over.
Yeah, just entered. We're. Are you near the pond?
North of Stout Pond, correct.
Yeah. I'll head that way with the group that I'm with. If you want to keep track of them.
I can meet you back at Stout Pond. I'll retreat back to there and meet you there.
Okie dokie.
Over.
Over.
And you kind of end up lost in the woods, looking around for where you're kind of going, and you end up at again Crooked Pond, not Pout Pond, and at that kind of like presence there, you realize like you're pretty well lost, but at this function, like this kind of strange kind of sidetracking and not going the right way, knowing what you know, if you head west, you should be able to get there. So I would like everybody to go ahead and roll a natural world check to see if you can, as a group, gauge where west is. Tracy's got it. Tracy's got it. She doesn't need anybody's help.
Wow, two
Don't-
91s.
Don't forget to
Oh my
take
lord.
the success.
I don't know where we're going, but I know where west is.
Yeah, and you kind of look up at the sun, which you can hardly see in the fog, but you can see it enough to understand where west is, and you start marching off in that direction. At about a halfway point again, your radio would kind of signal and say, requiring assistance immediately. Mr. Baker.
Okay. What's the situation?
Situation's pretty dire. Individuals seem to have followed me back this way. I didn't know I was being tailed. I'm currently trying to remain low and remain quiet.
Understood. I'll make my way there faster than I am right now. and I'll let the party. Hey, we gotta run. That guy needs help.
Follow the directions that were given by one Tracy O'Connell, and you make your way to Out Pond. Here. I think everybody's going to be scattered to the winds on this one. But you'll be in front side here. And when you make it to this location, what is happening? I'm having cat problems all evening tonight, I guess. I think my baby cat is hairballing.
Ew, I'm gonna stop.
I did, and
Yeah, tell him to stop.
he wouldn't listen.
Tell her to stop.
So across the way, roundabouts here, you see a grouping of individuals, somewhere in the dozens, dozen or so individuals. And they appear to be very kind of like darkly dressed. In the darkness of the mist, in the kind of just silhouettes of them standing about, it almost looks as though they are wearing like cloaks or hoods. Can't say for certain that that's the case. I'm going to go ahead and just denote that with this ruffian token here. The grouping is there. I don't have a current token for what I want for that, but I will have one by next time. But you would see them, and I need you to do two things. First off, if you are entering into this space kind of guns blazing, I need to know if that is your intention, or if you're trying to move into this location quietly and stealthily. And we're going to ask everybody as a group, one by one, or you can just as a group just decide and tell me.
I'd say that would depend on Russell since we're following his direction.
Yeah, hearing that the guy was in trouble, I'm definitely trying to go in as fast as I can to save him.
Okay. And is everybody following with that mentality?
Nope, I'm going slowly.
I'm going stealthy.
I will go slowly.
I'm sticking with wherever Ian is because he's the one I trust the most.
So I'd like
And I would try to grab Russell and be like, hey, 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 hey. Like, that's a lot of people. Let's go quietly.
Russell, are you going to heed his statement?
Given that the whole party's probably kind of protesting, then yeah.
Alright, so I'd like everybody to go ahead and roll
make my way over there.
a stealth check. And then Russell, for you, I'd like you to make a spot hidden check.
Of course, I'm spending luck. I'll spend the 4 or 5 luck I need.
Okay.
Get a stealth over
You get a 2 on stealth and an 83 on spot hidden.
I know, right?
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm spending, what is it, the luck?
2 luck.
2 luck.
I'm spending 2 luck, and I'm making that a good roll.
So 3 of us pass stealth.
I didn't mean to do that.
I bet that makes up for Robert.
So you would see in the silhouettes and in the shadows, kind of hyper focus Russell kind of looking around as you kind of slip into stealth and kind of hide away. And you're pretty sure that you see that the group of individuals in dark robes are heading towards that same alcove area where the tree like had the secret hidey hole in it. And from what you can tell, it looks as though who you presume is the Pinkerton agent talking to just recently. You see him hiding over by it, and it looks like they're heading like very directly towards him. Whether or not he is hidden from them or not, you are unaware. And at this distance, it'll be very hard to kind of tag a hit, just distance-wise. But it seems like the situation is dire. You are hidden, and that's where we'll end the session for tonight. We'll figure out the aftermath we'll see what happens as this engagement begins next session. Thanks for watching those that did, and we'll see you. I think we're good on next Tuesday. Double checking. Yeah, we're good on next Tuesday. We'll see you then.